On today's Pardon My Take, we have our good friend, recurring guest, Coach O, in studio. Haven't seen him in a while. It's great catching up with him, almost an hour, talking ball with him, memories, everything. For all the AWLs who know Coach O, when we first had him on, he's an all-time interview. We're going to do the Mount Rushmore of worst sounds. We are going to talk. The boys went to UFC. The boys went to UFC 319.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna be a UFC podcast for today's episode.
Not just Hank. Everyone.
The whole show went. We're going to do Who's Back of the Week, talk a little preseason football. Great show to get you going for the week, and it's brought to you by our friends at DraftKings. Join the fun on DraftKings Casino, ranked the #1 online casino experience. They've got everything you've been searching for. Thousands of exciting games, huge jackpots, exclusive offers, and more. New players get a 10-day welcome offer, 500 spins on Huff and More Puff when you play just $5 to start. Download the DraftKings Casino app, sign up with code TAKE, and spin your favorite slots. The crown is yours. Okay, let's go. Welcome to Pardon My Take, presented by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings Casino app, sign up with code TAKE, and spin your favorite slots. The crown is yours. Today is Monday, August 18th, and our clocks are already dead.
Yeah, what happened back there?
Our clocks are already dead.
We lose power?
I know we're going to talk some sports, but our clocks are already dead. What happened to our clocks?
We've got to get a permanent power solution to the clocks. We were borrowing power.
What do you mean power?
We're stealing it from the neighbors?
It was impermanent. It's going to become permanent.
Okay, all right, make it permanent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Jersey Jerry.
It'll get so permanent.
So we got to plug them in.
Yeah.
But yes, but we're just got to make sure it's safe, make sure it's routed, and they'll be back up better than ever.
They're back up right now. We got it back up right now.
We got 17 days till football.
Yeah, 17. I was gonna say that's how I wanted to lead the show, but the clocks were broken. I'm feeling it, boys. We're so close. We're so goddamn close.
The weird thing is with those clocks, when they're broken, they're actually not right twice a day.
Yeah,
because they're just digital countdown clocks. Yeah,
but we are so close. This has been, I don't know. I feel like this has been the longest summer in terms of like not a lot of sports going on.
Mm-hmm.
We've done a good job talking baseball. We're going to talk UFC today, but we're so close. We have week 0 this weekend. You could just feel it. I could feel it in the air. Football is right here.
I was outside a couple of days ago. It was so hot. I just thought to myself, man, this would be perfect if it was a fall morning.
Yeah.
If it was Saturday, 60 degrees outside. Maybe you get an outdoor fire going. You got the outdoor TVs. You got the cooler. You got the grill on.
Yeah.
Your neighbors are cooking burgers. Just smelling like football.
Yeah, smelling like football. All right, so preseason, do we have anything that we care about? There was an awesome fight in the Jaguars-New Orleans Saints game. That was my biggest takeaway.
I think we should do some predictions because I think we're going to get starting quarterbacks announced maybe this week.
Oh.
What players fought?
It wasn't players. It was 2 fans. And then the guy, did you see the video? It was awesome. It's playing right now.
I think that was actually Travis Hunter, wasn't it?
It was Travis Hunter versus Saints guy, and they actually probably better than the main event of UFC 319.
Oh, for sure.
Although there was some ground and pound in this fight.
Great offense and defense by Travis Hunter in this fight.
The level you have to be to get in a fist fight in an NFL game first, and then second, have it be a preseason game. You just got to love the hustle by these guys.
Yeah.
The pants come down.
Yeah, the pants falling down at the end is the absolute best.
When you're trying to go for more and your pants fall down, and then they both fell. But yeah, that's these guys are like fans of the year material because to like a preseason game, no one cares. You're showing up. It's usually probably for you have season tickets. You're like, fuck it, I'll bring my kids. It's the middle of the day, whatever. And then you're getting in a fist fight and your pants are falling down.
Yeah.
fan of the year.
The pants falling down, it's a good I saw a guy take his pants off in a fight one time just to scare the other guy away.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Max for a second.
No, because nobody wants to fight a guy
lot.
that has his dick and balls out.
Yeah.
Think about it.
No, that is true. Yeah, his pants, and then they both fell. But that was my biggest takeaway from preseason week 2. I get so hyped up for week 1 preseason, then week 2 happens. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot they're doing the preseasons again.
Well, I think week 2 is now the new week 3.
Yeah.
Whereas week 3, people forget, was the dress rehearsal.
Yep.
Week 2 is now the dress rehearsal. And then week 3, I don't think we're going to see too many starters.
Did see Caleb play. Felt good.
Yep.
Looked good. It's preseason, though. There's one Bills player playing on defense, one starter. Patches. Did you guys see the patches? I don't know if Tamar's a starter. Do you see the patches? They're too big?
Yeah, they're significantly bigger than I thought they'd be.
They're too big.
Yeah.
They're too big. What were you going to say, Hank?
The jerseys look nice.
No, the jerseys
Theirs look good.
It's preseason, dude. Come on. We're not going to get excited.
Well, I meant aesthetically.
Yeah, we're not going to get excited about
But
preseason.
Caleb looked real good on that first drive.
Preseason?
That's
What
a
are we
man that
talking
is
about?
in command of the offense.
What are we talking about? Preseason?
Ben Johnson, boy genius.
Nah. Can't get me excited.
No one cares.
Perfect. Caleb was 6 of 10. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect stat line for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there was so tell me more about the quarterbacks. What do you think? I mean,
I think we're going to get announcements from the teams this week of who the starting guys are going to be in Cleveland.
Okay.
And Dylan Gabriel, after the game was over, it was on the sidelines, I think, maybe even during the game, said there's competitors and there's entertainers. I want to be a competitor. I think I showed that today. Paraphrasing, but that's what he was getting at. It did feel like a direct shot at Joe Flacco.
Yeah, this was a situation. I know afterwards he said that was not a shot at Shedeur Sanders, but I don't think that you can get mad at anyone who thought immediately that was a shot at Shedeur Sanders.
Yeah, because
I never thought that Dylan Gabriel would actually take a shot at a teammate during a game. It's just you got to use a different cliche. Because he said he's been using that cliche for a while. Use a different one because everyone's going to jump and be like, oh, man, he took a shot at Shedeur Sanders.
This is something that his old coaches have told him in the past. So he's doing media for, like national NFL media. He's thinking back to like, what are the most boring cliches that I've heard coaches tell me?
Yep.
I'm just going to say those. I think he said that. My first thought was honestly like, would you qualify Shedeur as an entertainer?
He does have a song, doesn't he?
Does he? I know his brother does.
Pretty sure he has a song too.
So I don't know. I did not think that he was going to talk shit openly about his competition right now. I think he's just kind of doing coach speak.
So who do you think is going to be the Browns starting quarterback?
Flacco. I still think it's going to be, because if you think about it from the coach perspective of like, how do you extend this thing? How do you keep your job going? And Stefanski is a really good coach.
Yes. Coach of the year 1 year.
Yeah, but I think what he's going to do is start Flacco, and then he'll continue to have Gabriel and Sanders kind of like going shot for shot, figuring out who the next guy up is going to be.
Yep.
And he's going to buy himself a couple weeks by having Flacco start.
Got it.
And that's my prediction.
Okay. What other ones? Giants. I mean, Jackson Dart looked good.
He looked good.
Again,
he completed everything. Yeah.
Backups, whatever you want to say it, but he did look good.
He made all the right choices.
Yeah.
And then Indy.
Daniel Jones.
I think it might be Daniel Jones. And I saw one fan. I'll have to look up who it is. There was one fan that said, I will drink my own piss if Daniel Jones is the starter this year.
Nice.
Those are
sterile.
It is. And then the Saints. The Saints have, I guess, 3 quarterbacks.
Jake Hayner was throwing a rugby ball on the sideline.
I saw that. Rugby's back.
Yep.
It looked
big time back.
It looked so big in his hands.
So big. And he looked zesty doing it.
It looked absurd. They've got him. They've got Spencer Rattler.
Yep.
Who looked pretty good.
Yep.
And Tyler Shuck.
Yeah. Who he might start.
He's a human.
Yeah, I can't figure the Saints out other than who's on who. Oh, it's Kevin Clark when he's like, yeah, the only reason the Saints might like screw this up is that they can't not win games. They win like 5-6 games. They don't bottom out correctly.
Yeah,
and it does feel that way. You're forgetting one big QB competition.
Oh, the Eagles.
No, I was gonna say the Rams.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford's back versus any type of information on it.
Mm-hmm. And Stetson Bennett.
Nothing. McVay said that he's going to address the team or the media on Monday. It still doesn't make any sense.
Hank, you're spilling a lot of water on the floor right
now.
Okay.
That's okay, Hank.
It's preseason for water bottles.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there.
I don't know either. I still think Matt Stafford's going to do it.
I do too, but I'm starting to get to the point where when you're trying to figure out who the playoff teams are, and we're going to do some more NFL previews when we get closer in the next week or two, when you're trying to figure out who the playoff teams are, it's not that I don't think Matt Stafford's going to start the season. I don't know, can he finish the season?
I think he can start and finish the season, but I think he'll probably miss a couple games inside the season.
But that's significant. There's a big drop-off between Matthew Stafford and Stetson Bennett.
I don't know.
Yes, I know.
Yes, there is.
Yes, huge one. All right, any other Oh, you had the DTR experience, right? Max?
Yeah, he's terrible.
I can't believe he's on a roster.
I mean, he's probably going to get cut.
I'll miss betting against him. It's fun.
I watched like the first 2 drives, and he just doesn't know how to take a sack. He just doesn't know how to take a sack.
Mm-hmm. Memes? You had the Tyrod Taylor experience.
Yeah, do we have a Justin Fields update? Memes said. Oh, go ahead, Memes.
He went 1 for 5 throwing.
That's fine.
4 yards.
It's you trailed off there.
I think he had 3 yards.
Okay,
throwing.
yeah, it's preseason. Memes said to me that he thinks the New York Jets this year are going to break the record for rushing attempts.
That could be.
They did a drive yesterday where they only ran it.
That's awesome.
I think we're just going to watch Army Navy every single week.
That's kind of fun though. You can't throw interceptions when you run it.
Yeah, the defense just has to play good. But the big thing from the Jets game this weekend was Abdul Carter completely crashed out online.
Oh, what happened? I missed that.
So Abdul Carter got pancaked by Stone Smart, our
tight end,
our third-string tight end.
Okay.
So Abdul Carter took to Twitter. Go to Abdul's tweet.
It's called X.
X, the everything app.
What did he say? Oh, did you quote tweet him?
I did.
Yeah. All right. He said, might be the only highlight of the Jets all season, and we put
BTA. Belt to
ass. Weak-ass Chip ate that motherfucker like BBQ.
He ate it.
Okay.
I mean, he did get knocked on his ass twice on the same play.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think you could say weak-ass Chip. It was a good chip.
Yeah.
It was a strong-ass chip.
Yeah. And, yeah, because you also wouldn't you, if you're Abdul Carter, you don't want to get knocked down by a weak-ass chip.
No, he got knocked down.
I want to get knocked down by the biggest chip you can find.
Yeah, he did eat it. He ate the chip.
He got chipped to death.
Yeah. Good block, though. 2 good blocks on that play.
Yeah, it's preseason, guys. What are we doing? Let's get to the regular.
I saw the reporter before the game. He was interviewing Dable, and he was like, so the 2 New York teams, does that add a little excrement of bad blood to this game, even though it's a preseason? And Dable was just like, no. He's like, it's a preseason game.
Yeah, do you guys agree with me that, like, preseason week 1 feels special in the fact that you get to see it on TV, and then you're like, all right, when preseason week 2, I knew the Bears were playing Sunday night because it was like on Fox and everything, but all the other games, I would look at, ESPN and it would be like Saturday at like 2:00, be like, oh shit, those 2 teams are playing right now?
Yeah, it's preseason week 2, week 3 is a good reminder of which backup quarterbacks are still in the NFL.
Yeah, let's get it on.
That's what I like.
Let's get it on.
Yeah,
I had preseason football on my on my list of Mount Rushmore last week of things we get hyped about that don't live up to it.
Things you don't understand the hype about.
Like you,
I think I think most people don't hype it as much as we hype it.
Well,
and I'm here to say that someone set a reminder for myself that you're going to get hyped about week 1 preseason next year. Just wait till week 2 and you're going to lose all your hype. And you're just going to lose it all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to be ready to go. Now I'm ready to go. I've seen it. I'm ready to go.
Max, I got a question for you.
Yep.
Did Howie do it again?
Every trade that the Eagles make now is just how he did it again.
You guys,
I don't know.
I have 2 Howie did it again to the weekend.
John, I don't
Yeah,
know.
so you traded for Mechie from Houston. I love Mechie. He had a tough rookie season. I think he had leukemia, and he was out for a while. But he's a good wide receiver, and he played with Devontae at Alabama, right?
Mm-hmm. He did.
So that's my one. Did Howie do it again? And then the other is your safety, Makuba.
Yeah, he looks like a ball player.
He looks like Howie.
Ball
he looks
player?
like a ball
He
player.
might have done it again.
Oh yeah, ball hawk.
Good for you.
That's what we're seeing. He had a pick 6. He had a fumble recovery. Ball hawk is what people are saying.
Okay. Howie did it again.
Yeah, Howie did it again.
Fucking Howie.
And then we also had Arthur Smith getting very horny.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Oh, the horniest play call of all time.
I missed that. I
think it was happening during UFC 319. No big deal. We went.
Can we pull that up?
Mention that.
I would like to see it.
I'm treating like going to a UFC fight is like running a marathon. Like we actually went.
We went for the whole thing.
we saw
most of the thing.
most of the thing. No, the whole main card.
Whole main card.
Joe Mazzulla went for the whole thing.
He was there for the whole thing.
He was there. I think he might have been the first person in the building.
Ryan Russillo was there for the whole thing.
Multiple.
Right. Everybody at UFC fights is a different iteration of Ryan Russillo.
That was one of my biggest takeaways from the UFC is that Russillo needs to get tats.
Yeah.
Because we were just seeing, and I love Russillo, very good friend. We were seeing just like better models of Russillo.
They were everywhere.
We
were surrounded by it.
It was T1000 Russillo.
Yeah, it was
with just like sick arm tats. You're like, oh fuck, I wouldn't fuck with that guy.
I even saw a couple Ryan Russillas.
Yeah,
a couple female versions.
All he's got to do is get the tats because he's got everything else.
Yeah,
he's got the build.
What a female version of?
Do you think UFC? Actually, I think UFC might be pound for pound the #1 bald sport.
Yes.
There were so many bald guys.
Yeah, without question.
The entire security staff was bald.
Everybody there that's bald could kick your ass.
Yeah, they're all bald.
I also think that the stadium...
From age like 30 to 70.
Yeah. Every type of bald you could ever imagine, it is at a UFC fight. They could all beat our ass.
I think that the stadium security, when there's a UFC fight, they also amp it up to the next level, too. They get like a fresh shave going. They want to look their best in front of the UFC guys, like the UFC fans, because they might have to kick some ass, too.
I had a UFC security guard want to kick my ass.
Yeah.
Would have been able to kick my
Big
ass.
Cat went the wrong way.
Twice.
Everybody else went the right way, and Big Cat rejoined us, and the security guard said to me, he goes, you guys did the right thing. That guy did the wrong thing.
It was
bad guy.
It was a sliding metal gate, and everyone walked 5 feet one way. I walked 5 feet the other way. There was 2 entrances, and he was so mad at me. I was like, dude, I'm sorry. And then I went and I did the right thing, and I was looking for approval, which probably is something I need to talk to my therapist about. I was like, did you see I did it? He's like, good job.
No, that's not what happened. Big Cat went the right way, and then he's like, where's the guy that told me I went the wrong way?
I was looking for him.
I got to find him. And then we all went to our seats, and Big Cat went on a mission to find the guy.
And I did.
And he goes, hey, did you see me? I just went around the correct way this time.
And then the guy said, I don't know what you're talking about. And then my guy came up and goes, it was me. And I did.
So the UFC fight.
There we go.
UFC fight was a great time.
Wait, look at Arthur Smith before we break down UFC. Look at this. Horniest
I think we just did break down UFC. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the G spot.
That's the finger.
He found the G spot.
He's got the finger.
Yeah.
UFC 319, United Center. First of all, electric crowd.
Great crowd.
It had been 6 years since the UFC had come to Chicago. The place was packed. It was loud as fuck. We saw some awesome knockouts. We had back-to-back. I think Ariel Hawani tweeted back-to-back spinning
back fists.
It was elbow knockouts. Those were the 9th and 10th ever in the UFC history.
And we got 2 on the same night.
And we got them back-to-back.
That's incredible. That's like in the Super Bowl where the kicker broke the longest distance record and then 5 seconds later got it rebroken.
Yes. And one of them, I think it was I want to say, was it the Paredes one or was it the second one? Max was having a good time, and he just kept on saying, is it over? Is it over? As the guy was basically dead on the ground and the lights had come on. And I was like, Max, it's over. He has not moved an inch. And Max was like, is it over? Is it over?
It was also the end of the round, so I thought maybe the end of the round could have given him a little bit of time.
I like this guy Paredes, if that's how you pronounce his name. I don't know. The Brazilian guy.
He smokes cigarettes.
Chain smokes.
Yeah.
Awesome guy. That was cool. Max was having a great time. Spilled his beer all over the poor lady in front of us.
I don't think I did that, by the way.
Read him the riot act, and Max turtled up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
What do you guys think Kamaru Usman, who's a UFC legend, was thinking? Because he was sitting next to me, and I think he was by himself, so I kind of had to talk to him a couple times. He probably hated us.
Well, you were asking for picks.
Yeah. Well, I was like, give me a pick, and then we went deep into the DraftKings Sportsbook. We did not find a pick.
Yeah.
He was not – I read that one wrong.
He seemed like a good guy. I'm sure he enjoyed the company.
Yeah. I just kept on turning to him whenever someone was like mounted. I was like, is he in trouble? He's like, oh, yeah.
I think he was probably like, this guy knows fist.
Yeah.
But his buddy next to him that keeps just screaming, is that guy okay?
Is that guy okay?
Yeah.
Is it over? Is it over? The lights were on. The guy had the belt on his waist. And the EMT were like stretching him off, and Max was like, he could get up.
I really enjoyed sitting.
It was the end of the round. It was in between rounds.
I enjoyed sitting near Max for the fights because you know that we all know Hank is a UFC guy. He's a UFC expert.
Biggest.
But Max might be even more of a UFC guy. The stuff that he was screaming at the fighters was so good. He was just like, fight him.
Yeah.
Punch him.
Knock him out.
Punch that guy.
I'm a big get him. Go
Yeah.
get him.
I like being next to Usman just because all the fighters would walk up and then they would show him respect, and it kind of felt like they were showing us respect, even though they had no idea who it was. It was like a stolen valor. Like,
we were getting some respect.
We're one of these guys.
Yeah, we got on the jumbotron.
Yep.
The celebrity shot, which was very awkward for us because the cameraman sat in front of us for about 5 minutes establishing the shot, and we were just all sitting there, just like stiff as a board, just being like, all right, we're ready to go.
And we just fought each other.
He kept on pointing to his camera like, hey, idiots, I know you want to look at the jumbotron because you can't conceptualize the fact that you're going to be up there and right here. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Hank, watching it back on repeat, it did look like I choked you a little excessively hard.
Yeah, it's all right. It's UFC. That's fight night. That's the whoa. That's the fight game.
Yeah, I really wrung your neck out a little bit.
Should we talk about the championship match, the main event?
I guess.
Our guy Drickus versus Hamzat. It sucked. It sucked. It sucked to watch. I know that there will be a lot of UFC fans, and we are definitely in the casual category, so we're not going to pretend we're something else. A lot of UFC fans are like, hey, that was a clinical domination, and he was dominant.
Yeah, but
Hamzat was dominant. Like, Drickus had no chance. I just think that if you take someone down for 25 minutes and wrestle them, you should have to submit them.
Or at least
was my dumb rule.
Or at least try to.
Yeah, he had 0 submission attempts.
Didn't really try. I think he ended up landing like 95% of his punches, which is crazy, but they were all just like 1-inch taps.
So
just like annoying little punches.
That was the moment. So this is actually, you can come at us for being UFC casuals. Usman, who was sitting next to us, what he kept on telling me was, I was like, do these little punches hurt at all? And he's like, no, he's just trying to wear him down. If he was trying to hurt him, he would be going elbows.
Yeah.
And he's like, elbows would end this fight. He should be going elbows.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that looked like it hurt was when he kept kneeing Drickus right in the ass.
Right in the ass.
Repeatedly.
For like 20 minutes straight.
It was like, that fight must have sucked for Drickus. That was no fun. He got taken down the entire time, and just having a dude knee your asshole for 25 minutes.
And Drickus didn't have a very good game plan, it felt like, because, like, how do you know he's going to try to take you down. How do you not have a plan for that? It was, the round would start, Drickus would throw 1 or 2 punches, Hamzat would take him down, and then he would lay on him for the next 4.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And while we all were like, well, this is boring. Is he going to get choked out? Nope, he's never even close to getting choked out. There wasn't a moment where I was like, oh, here comes the tap out from Drickus. No, it was just, let's just lay on him. And he is dominant about it. Like, this is what he does.
Yeah, it's the style. Like
Khabib, Jim, they just fucking lay on people and just beat them to death in terms of strength in wrestling.
He is a beast.
They don't let him throw punches till they're 15.
Yeah.
He's a beast, and he's awesome at what he does, and it's not fun to watch.
Well, I was reading about it more because I am interested in it, and like I know that I'm coming at from someone who doesn't fully understand the sport, so I wanted to try to like research more, and people were saying that in America, when you wrestle in college wrestling, you're wrestling for points. So you're wrestling to try to make moves to gain points.
Right.
In Russia, they don't have that. They're wrestling simply to just dominate the person.
Yeah.
And just control their body for as long as possible until they're out.
And it's a style that doesn't really have a great counter.
Yeah.
Like, if you're dominant at that style of fighting, there's not a lot that the other guy can do about it.
And
Unless he also fights in that style, the only way he could have possibly combated that if he bit him. If biting was allowed, then that would have been a good way to stop him.
And I don't blame Hamzat at all because he won the fight. It was his title fight. He won the fight fair and square. It's more like does a UFC, and maybe when we talk to a UFC expert next, like, do they need to make a rule where you can't be on the ground for 4.5 minutes every single round? Is there or like you have to? I threw out the dumb rule that people didn't like, that if you wrestle someone for 25 minutes, you have to submit them. Like, that's, because Drickus, in a weird way, was impressive that he never got submitted.
Well, so Drickus actually almost won the fight at the very end when he got behind him for the first time in the entire fight. Tried to choke him out, and it wasn't far away from happening. Like, that would have been the craziest finish of that fight. But there was nothing fun, nothing entertaining. There are competitors and there's entertainers, Big Cat. I always say that. I'd like a little bit of showmanship in my UFC fights.
Shador.
Yeah, Shador should fight UFC.
Yeah. The rest of the card was incredible, though. So that wasn't, it was just more that I was very hyped up for this main event. Shane and Memes, you guys were sitting up top. Give us your thoughts.
United Center was absolutely awesome. Those guys, I just want to say, win or lose the fight, just going in there, being like, all right, I'm going to battle with this other dude in this arena tonight, and just may the best man win. I did think it was awesome. Back-to-back, two different fighters, when they got their speech with Joe Rogan, they instantly were just like trying to put their boys on. Like, Danny, you got to get my man into the UFC. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
It was an unbelievable day.
For the boys. What about you, Memes? You guys went early.
I showed up 2 fights before the main card.
Okay, that's still early.
Yeah, it's still early. I thought it was really good. I liked all the fights, even the last one. I know people didn't like it, but
you liked it.
You enjoyed that.
Yeah,
you like seeing guys just kind of
just one man just completely imposing his will. He's just an absolute killer.
That part I kind of weirdly agree with it. As boring as it was, there is something it was something stunning about how much he ragdolled Drickus.
Yeah, because you knew he was going to dive at him immediately just to try to get him down to the ground, and the guy sitting next to me was like, "All right, let's see how long it takes before he goes on him," and it was 20 seconds every single time.
Yeah, it was almost like watching a team just run the ball down someone's throat over and over and over, and you're like, this is boring, but holy shit, this is also impressive because they cannot stop it.
Yeah, I respect the hell out of him.
Yeah.
He's great at what he does. I don't necessarily like watching it.
Yeah.
And then the post fight wasn't fun.
What happened? We got out.
We
bolted. We actually made an incredible exit, except for the fact that we completely forgot where I parked. So we were just wandering the parking lot for a while.
We left before they made the final announcement. Who won the fight.
Yeah.
So we didn't know.
Yeah. We still don't know.
There was no way to know who won that fight.
Drickus could have won.
The one thing that I did hear from a lot of the UFC fighters that were around us in the crowd, they got very mad when Drickus started to use his toes on the links of the octagon.
You can't toe grab.
You can't gain leverage using your fingers or your toes, and they got pissed about that.
They were screaming cage at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, wait, so what happened after?
So we got after the fights we got out. We're like, all right, it's not that far of a walk to the office. So we're like, we'll either 2-man or 4-man this walk. Me and Beam start heading to the office. It's a little bit cloudy, overcast, but we should be good. There's some heat lightning, but nothing crazy. We're getting out with the crowd, and then in the blink of an eye, the most rain you've ever seen started to come down.
Yeah. So much rain.
And we didn't even have an option to maybe hit an underpass or call for a car. As soon as it started, we were just soaked enough to where it didn't matter anymore. We were just 100% soaked.
So you guys just walked at a normal pace?
We just embraced it, shared some laughs, and got back.
I love that.
I thought I was going to die at the office. I was at the office waiting for my Uber. Like Zach said, it was raining so hard that you could barely see outside. So I was inside the first door looking out, trying to see if my Uber was coming on the street. And a black, shadowy figure just was walking up to the office slow. And I was like, this is someone. It was 11 o'clock on Saturday night. I was not expecting them to be coming back. And I was like, oh my God, this person is coming to rob the office. I'm about to die. And then Memes got up to the door and I saw his face. But the walk,
they both do walk in a menacing way.
And it wasn't running. It was walking through the rain. Who is this shadowy figure walking through the rain to our office at 11 o'clock on Saturday night? This is bad. And then it was Memes.
How does that happen with heat lightning? Because there was lightning every 2 seconds, but no thunder. How is that possible?
I don't know.
It's like pooping without peeing.
Yeah. It was so much rain.
Yeah.
It was hard to drive how much rain it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thanks to Danny for the seats. We were literally standing right next to the fighters as they as they got ready. Almost dapped up Hamzat. So sick.
Pretty close.
He went to dap up Usman. I put my hand out there being like, me too.
Oh, Drickus winked at Hank too.
Yeah, Drickus did wink at Hank. That was so sick.
Did you wink back?
No, I kind of did the turnaround. It was a surreal moment where I was like, was he looking at me?
Yeah.
He was. He gave you a little wink.
That's just UFC respect.
Yeah. Great time, though. If you've never been to a UFC live event, it is, top notch because just the crowd gets so fucking amped up. Crowd boos whenever there's, not enough action.
Mm-hmm.
Those knockouts were awesome.
That's the one thing we could have done differently during this fight. We could have booed harder.
Yeah.
I feel like when the fans boo really, really loud, that's when the ref's like, okay, stand up.
Yeah. Also, I went to Savannah Bananas. I did the doubleheader. Bananas were cool. I know there are people who don't like the Bananas. I took my son. He had a great time. The Bananas were cool. The guys are awesome. Like we got to go in the locker room, meet all the guys. They're just regular dudes. A lot of stoolies.
Great guys.
Great guys. Made me think like I was seeing it because they've all played in like college and stuff.
Yeah.
Max is never going to do the Dingers only bet.
Never.
It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
No comment.
You're just never going to do it.
No comment.
Okay.
I don't know what you want me to say here.
I don't know what you're going to. I mean, it's crazy you've not done it.
It's disgusting, Max.
The AWLs should be pissed.
The Dingers only challenge has been completed.
What?
You were there.
Oh, shit. That's right.
We actually did it earlier today.
Yep.
We did it this morning.
And
it has been
It's
done.
going to be fun.
And guess what? You guys are still gonna wait. It's not edited. It's not gonna be edited this week. I don't know if it'll be edited next week.
Push the
so-
button, Max.
It was very
Yep.
fun.
So keep getting angry about it.
Max has it. He's never going to end
I'm just gonna hold it against you.
But it has been completed.
It was very, very fun.
Very, very fun. Shout out to Savannah Bananas. Those guys are the best.
We did it against the Savannah Bananas.
Yes. Yes.
No, really?
We found a different college team in town. All right. Should we talk National Sports Podcast? I have two things for National Sports Podcast. One, Scottie Scheffler is incredible. That was an incredible comeback. Chip. His stats are he is 148 starts in the PGA Tour. He has 74 top 10s. That's exactly half. Half the time he finishes top 10. He has won, what is his 14th win in 33 starts. So including three majors, 6 signature events, 2 playoff events, 1 gold medal, 2 regular events. 14 wins in 33 starts. It's crazy.
Pretty incredible. Feel bad for Robert McIntyre, but it was Scottie.
We
all after like the second or third hole today. I think everyone had a pretty good idea of what was going to happen, and then Scottie did. Bennett gets another trophy for his trophy case.
Yep,
which is cool. And then what happens next week? Where do we go from here?
Top 30.
Oh, this was the start of the playoff.
Last week was the start of the playoffs. This was round 2. Now it's down to the top 30. But there's no in years past is when they would do the like Scottie would start -10. And it would be, then second place -8 and so on and so forth. This year, no strokes.
So what is it now?
Just straight up one tournament.
So next weekend?
Yeah.
Is the finals.
Yeah.
So Scottie's going to win that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's got nothing.
Still had a pretty solid year.
No, that's nothing. I care about I'm a playoffs only guy in the PGA Tour.
I'm a road to Dubai guy. You know that.
That's coming.
Is it the most important golf event of the year? What if Tommy Fleetwood won the whole thing this year?
I got an email from a guy today saying bet Tommy Fleetwood to win the FedEx Cup.
That would be wild, wouldn't
You
it?
have to do it.
I've never. It was a bizarre email.
Emailed you and said,
Yes.
How
I'll
old
show it
is
to you
this
right
guy? All right. This is Rob with 2 B's. I'm not going to say his last name.
Yep.
Tommy will win this week and win the FedEx Cup. Take it. This is not AI, Hank. I think we have to bet it.
I think we got to
Rob with 2 B's.
Yeah.
I think
Shit.
I've never gotten an email pick before, but I got this pick today.
Because I was thinking, what would be the most hilarious outcome to this? It would definitely be Tommy Fleetwood winning this.
Yeah.
And then also Phil Mickelson's take continues to age like fine wine.
Oh, my God. It's so
Oh, yeah.
Scottie
he
won't
also-
win this year.
He's won everything.
What is it? What are Tommy Fleetwood's odds?
All right. We're looking it up right now. I'm going to bet it right now because I think we have to.
Yeah, I'm on it. I'm
Rob
on
with
this.
2 B's. We got to do it. All right. Tommy Fleetwood. Where the hell is the golf?
Draft
He's not-
sportsbook.
When he chokes, we'll have no one to blame but ourselves. We can all agree with that. We're
Yep.
not even going to blame.
Yeah, we
Rob.
can't blame Rob. We can't blame Rob.
Oh,
with
I'm
2
going
Bs.
to blame Rob.
No, we
16
can't.
to
We
1.
can't blame Rob with 2 B's.
16 to 1. Tommy Fleetwood.
His name literally means steel. This is not going to be a good bet.
Nope. And it's in 16 to 1. Tommy Fleetwood to win the FedEx Cup. Go be great, Tommy Fleetwood. This would be an all-timer.
I was about to say I believe in you, Tommy. I do not.
I believe in Rob more than Tommy.
I do not believe in Tommy.
Yeah, if Rob was out there playing, I would be like, we're going to win this.
This is going to be something that it's going to be a good bet because he's going to get down to like plus 300 at some point, plus 200 will be like great bet, and then he's going to lose.
Yeah. And then my other national sports podcast topic was Rob Manfred saying today that the expansion of MLB is on the horizon, and they might realign the leagues.
Why?
I think that he was saying that it's for putting like the teams closer together, for wear and tear. I don't know.
Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my clubhouse, Rob.
I actually think they should do the opposite. They should get rid of interleague play.
Or just
interleague play was awesome when it started, but now it's everyone plays everyone.
One series. Dial it back, but don't get rid of it.
I liked it when they did like 2 or 3 weekends.
Yeah, it was like a 3-week stretch. Now it's just random, and it doesn't make it doesn't feel special.
Feel special at all.
Yeah.
So would he get rid of the National League and the American League?
I don't know if he would get rid of the National League and American League, but I think he would just try to group teams closer together.
Okay.
They should
like the A's being in the AL and the Giants being in the NL. Flip it so that they play more, I would assume.
So we might add – some teams might switch.
I guess they play the City Series, so that doesn't make sense. But like the Angels and the Dodgers or the Angels and the Padres.
So one of those two teams would switch.
Right.
I don't know.
And maybe the Mets and Yankees would be in the same division, which that would – I feel like that would be a mistake.
Yeah.
I think that would be a mistake. But they're trying to do everything to –
He was saying this for like TV deals because they want to get more like West Coast – TV games that make sense, so it's not like A's Red Sox playing at 10 o'clock at night East Coast time. It would be like A's Dodgers.
So it's all The NBA is actually doing the reverse. You see that they're doing a like coast to coast where they're going to push back the West Coast games to 11 p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm. I don't hate it for fans of the team that like a lot of times if you're a Lakers fan. Or if you're a fan of any team on the West Coast, you have to start watching the games while you're at work.
When they're playing on the East Coast, yeah.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just trying to get more ratings. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. We have anything else before we do Who's Back of the Week?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There's realignment talk. More, not realignment, but expanded playoff talk in college football.
Yes.
So the Big Ten is having conversations. They're per Pete Thamel. The idea is in very early stages. The Big Ten wants to keep the conference races meaningful and make November regular season football meaningful across the leagues. So they're thinking about expanding to 24 or 28 teams for the college football playoff.
Don't want it.
That's a lot of teams to make
Don't
the
want
playoffs.
it. Don't want
That's a lot. They kind of already have a regular season.
The problem...
Which is a great big triple elimination playoff.
Right. I think the problem they're having is they don't want to give up the conference championship games, but they probably kind of have to.
I think we're gonna get rid of conference championship.
But I don't want this. I was fine with 12. I do think there's seasons when you can have those teams from that 6 to 8 range where like, hey, they're peaking at the right time and this could be interesting. 24, no, thank you.
I think what we learned from last year's college football playoff is that the worst seeded teams it's very unlikely that they're going to beat the best teams.
No. Yeah, I mean and they did change the seeding, so it makes sense this year. But yeah, there's always been an argument to be had that like, the Ohio State last year, they wouldn't have been in the college football playoff. You're letting them get another crack at it, which I'm okay with, but I just don't 24 is too many.
Yeah, I think 12 is fine. Yeah, they wouldn't have been in the 14 playoff.
No.
But there's 12 good teams in this country.
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
Let them go for it.
Find those 12 good teams. This would suck. I disavow. As a Big Ten guy, I disavow Big Ten. Don't do this.
It also felt like a trial balloon.
Yeah, of course.
Like they told Pete, hey, run with this.
Yeah.
And just say that we're having conversations about it. See which way the wind's blowing.
Just keep pushing and pushing.
Yeah.
They're going to keep pushing and pushing. Is Zach Wheeler done for the year?
I don't know.
What
Twitter doctor? I saw a Twitter doctor that says yes, but I don't know. Blood clot. Blood clot sounds bad.
It is bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely bad.
That sounds like something that
Where is it?
Really bad
in his shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, you need your shoulder
and everyone
for pitching.
Yeah, No, I think he's probably done for the year, which means that the Phillies are probably done.
Hank hates that.
I do.
Brewers did finally lose.
They did.
It's good.
Barely.
I was kind of I'm happy the Brewers lost because the Cubs also won, and for the first time in like what feels like a month, the Cubs actually gained a game. I did kind of want them to win. Like, finally, I wanted there was a game I was rooting for the Brewers to win because I wanted the Cubs to beat them on Monday and have the Cubs bookend the winning streak. Because the last time they had lost before today was the Cubs, and then we play them 5 games. But yeah, the Brewers finally lost. I mean, it was incredible. They just won every game. They were down 8-1 on Friday, and then you blinked and it was 9-8.
And then on Saturday, taking it to extras, the Brewers, they're fun to watch, man. I like the Brewers.
Fuck the Brewers. They never lose. But they did lose today. Okay. Should we do Who's Back of the Week? And then we'll get to our Mount Rushmore, and then we have Coach O, which was an awesome, awesome interview. Before we get to our Who's Back of the Week, game time. There's nothing like getting to a baseball game, especially last minute. Hank, look up the Cubs Brewers. They're playing 5 games this week. 5 games. Doubleheader on Monday. Lucky for me, I always use Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier. Price on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Looking at tickets for Brewers Cubs this week.
You can get in the night game. Beautiful night for baseball, $33.
Love it.
Huge series.
Huge series. So you can put those savings back in your pocket and spend them at the ballpark on a hot dog, a new hat, or some good old-fashioned Cracker Jack. What are you waiting for? Buy those tickets, Cubs Brewers, on Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, use code PMT for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code PMT for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. Who's Back of the Week is brought to you by our friends Truly. Truly Hard Seltzer is all about fun, light, refreshing variety, and a bubbly, effervescent styles to get you and your people in a lively party mood. Get in 4 flavors: Tropical Twist, Berry Blast, Citrus Crush, and Strawberry Smash. You can even grab a big 24-ounce Tropical Twist single at convenience stores. Truly's the perfect day drink, tailgating on the weekend, bouncing around for game day. You can't beat something as light and easy, but big on flavor as Truly. Get unruly with Truly Unruly 8% hard seltzer. You can find it anywhere you like your favorite grocery, liquor, or convenience store. Or visit trulyhardseltzer.com and use the Truly Finder to grab it near you. Let's get unruly. Rest a couple weeks left of summer. Get unruly with Truly, the official hard seltzer of Pardon My Take. All right, who's back of the week? Hank.
Who's back of the week is England.
Oh.
All right.
The Premier League is back.
The Premier League.
So for the blokes, football's back as well.
Okay.
Good for them. A little earlier than us.
Premier League prediction.
Tottenham.
No. Really?
Yeah, it's their year.
Okay. Is that just the first team that came to your mind?
Yes.
Okay.
Was
there a second team that comes to your mind?
Man City.
Okay. That feels like maybe a safer bet.
Is Man City going to get penalized?
For what? Saudis?
They had some big time salary infringements. That it was almost to the point where they might get like pushed down to the championship.
Probably not.
Like relegated.
Probably not. Liverpool is the favorite. Tottenham. Do we see Tottenham?
Where's Tottenham?
Tottenham. Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, 6 favorites. Okay.
What part of London is Liverpool in?
Liverpool. I don't know.
What part of London?
South.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Actual.
South. Yeah.
What about Man City?
Center.
What about?
Yeah, you're right.
Nottingham Forest.
That's in not London.
Okay.
That one.
Manchester City and Liverpool are in London.
Yep.
Are these trick questions?
No, you got the one right. We gave you one that was a trick that you got right. The other are big time Londoners.
Also, the
it's not an international sports podcast.
The British ambassador.
What do you think Manchester stands for?
It's a city.
Okay.
No, Man City is the name of the team.
Yeah, Manchester City.
Right.
Manchester, England.
In London.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
I'm not sure that I do.
I don't think I
Does
do.
London have any teams?
Yeah.
No.
London has a lot of teams. like Man United.
They've got Fulham. Wrexham is in London.
No, Arsenal and Tottenham.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we go. You got it.
Also, the British ambassador to the U.S. is pushing for a Super Bowl in London.
Yeah.
Which I am down for.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You're a piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit.
We fought a war back in 1776 to keep our football American.
Suck our dicks from the back, bro.
What's the difference between London
You know what
and
this
Vegas?
is?
Vacation.
This is
Hank.
No. This is all right. This is Hank golf vacation. One.
Oh my God.
Two. This is Hank being a fucking anti-pussy liberal fuck because
What?
he wants the Super Bowl to happen like 6 hours earlier, so it's a little less football.
Is that true?
No, I just think London would be a cool city for a
No,
big sporting
shut
event
up,
like that.
dude. If they put this in London,
Better than San Francisco.
what?
He's thinking about us going, which would be fun. It would be fun if we went to London.
Not really. I'd like
No.
to stay in America for.
I want to.
No, I'm on your-
It's
I'm on-
America, dude.
Yeah,
Great content.
It's
the
our
Super Bowl.
fucking Super Bowl. The game. What they play the game at fucking. You want to watch Super Bowl at noon?
I'm just saying.
At noon?
I understand what Hank is saying in a travel aspect.
He's
like,
being
that
selfish.
would be a fun trip.
He's being selfish.
Personally, for
Well, guess
for-
what? We got a.
for the good of America.
We got
it's
millions
bad.
of AWLs who listen to this that aren't going to go to London. So we can't be like, oh, we want it because of, no, we got to speak for the
No,
people.
I
You
will
don't
say
want-
right
I'm
now,
not giving that
I
shit.
do not
Millions
want
of
to go
listeners
to
don't-
London.
Our millions
for
of
the
listeners
Super
don't go
Bowl.
to the Super Bowl every year either.
Yeah, but
Right.
I don't want
A
to.
small group of fans of the team that are in it go.
I don't even want to go to London.
No,
I
I don't want to go to London.
Listen, late January, early February. It's a very important time for America.
Dude, what are you doing right now? I'm disgusted.
How about the Pro Bowl?
I'm disgusted.
I just
London
think
can
it'd
have
be
the Pro Bowl.
cool. Sorry. I think it'd be a cool event. Fun week.
You can't give up our Super Bowl. It's our crowning achievement as a society.
We're gonna have a team there.
Like we don't have much left in this world, in this country. Everyone's doom and gloom. It's the Super Bowl. That's ours.
Don't you want football to overtake soccer as the biggest sport in the world?
No,
I don't give a fuck.
it's more. For
I
me.
honestly don't care if other countries watch football or not. Like this whole like global expansion of football, do not care. I watch football with my friends in America. I don't give a fuck what they watch over there.
The bigger football gets, the bigger this podcast gets, and that's what I want.
No, you
No,
want
we're
a vacation.
fine.
You want a golf vacation in England.
No.
I will say shout out our AWLs across the country.
That was
who
a good
watch
point. That was a
football.
good point for Hank. That
I
was a
like
good
you
point
too.
for
All
Hank.
right, fine. Blah 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 blah.
I do like the English AWLs.
Don't give up our fucking
but
Super Bowl.
I feel like English AWLs. Like, do you really want the Super Bowl? Is that something that you want over there?
My answer is actually, now I'm going to correct my answer. I like everyone who watches football right now. I don't need any new fans. So if you watch it now in London and you're an AWL, you're cool. I fuck with you.
I
No
wouldn't
new
hate-
fans.
I wouldn't hate a couple new ones. Why would?
Are they cool?
Yeah, they're for sure.
Yeah, it's seen some exposure to the sport. Like imagine London, who's
They get no.
They get
the Jaguars and Panthers. That's what
Jaguars,
they get.
Panthers.
That's what they
if
get.
They get to see.
Here's the deal. Put a team in London. That's fine. They're going to do it eventually. Just fucking get it over with. When they win a Super Bowl, then maybe you got to win one to get one.
I don't like it. I don't like the idea of a Super Bowl going over there.
Dude, think about like the turf's going to be fucked up. We've already done that.
It's gonna be raining. You know it's gonna be raining.
It's going to be raining.
They have domes, don't they?
Yeah, but you're gonna be out in the rain the entire time.
I went to a game in London. Eagles Jags. It was great. It was
What stadium? Manchester City?
Wembley.
Oh.
That's cool.
It was fun. The Brits love their football. They got so super excited. There was a million different jerseys.
Yeah, that's the Super Bowl is going to be filled with Jaguars fans.
You
No,
can't.
it was not just Jaguars fans. It was like the most random teams. And then you would ask them, "Why are you fans of that?" And they're like, "I don't know." And then
think about it's the Super Bowl. That's ours.
It's a neutral.
Don't
It's
give
a
that
neutral
up.
site event.
It's not
No.
neutral. That's not
It's-
neutral at all.
It's gotta be here. It has to be. It's the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's bring it to the world.
Oh,
No.
hey.
Then you're going to get like all the travel and weird shit and time zones, and it's going to be a big pain in the ass.
And again, if they try to start the Super Bowl at noon, I'm going to fucking riot. That's crazy. That's crazy.
What if the Bears were in it? You could go.
Now you're just speaking crazier.
If we were to do
Caleb looked good.
What time
Preseason.
would we have to put this?
6 out of 10.
show
He was 6 out of 10. Yeah, Max. Think
I'm-
about that.
I'm thinking what I think we would have to do it.
Don't be selfish. You guys are thinking about yourselves. I'm thinking about the sport.
All right, what courses
people.
did you play?
I don't even know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
come on. What
out
courses
there?
would you play? Give them to us.
I
Give
don't
us
know
a
what
list.
courses are near London. I clearly don't know anything about London, the geography, and what's near or not. The old course? Let's go to the old course.
Oh, you
Andrews?
just threw that out there, huh?
Would you even be able to bet on the Super Bowl over there?
Yeah, they have betting shops like
Yeah, but what about DraftKings?
what Max
We
is
thought about them?
Max has an interactive time zone map, and it's gonna break his brain.
I think it's 6
going
hours
to
ahead.
fuck him
Well,
up.
I'm trying
so
to think
bad.
of like what if we
This
wanted to
thing
get the
is
show
bodying
out
you.
by like 5 a.m. Eastern.
It would have to come out at 11 p.m., I think.
You'd have plenty
we-
of time.
So we would just have to record the show super early.
It'd be the same. No.
No, they'd probably that's been my point, Max. They'd probably play the Super Bowl at like 6 p.m. London time, which would be like noon, which would be crazy.
About 9 p.m.
You think they'd play it that late?
I don't know. I don't know how London rolls. 8 p.m. Compromise.
We're not a
Still
time zone
three.
podcast.
We're not
so
a time zone. We
confused.
never have been a time zone podcast.
I don't like it. I don't like the idea one bit.
I don't either.
We have plenty of
Wait. I want to wait. Put your
Max
mic
is
on.
not
I gotta hear the
understanding
memes,
No.
Max.
That if
Memes and Max.
we recorded at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd have more time to do the podcast.
Keep the mics on and do your conversation. I
I-
want to see you. What you were just about to say. You're
No.
talking to him like he's 4, but we're all 4 here.
So the time of the Super Bowl that it normally is, it'll just be on London time. So the
No.
time here,
No, it wouldn't. Big Cat's right.
no,
I-
the
that's what
time
I'm saying.
time here
No,
it'll be the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Max.
So you'll have the same amount of time that you normally have at
Super
the Super
Bowl.
Bowl.
You'd have more
Super
time.
No, we
Bowl-
have more time.
Yes, the Super Bowl is played at 6 p.m. here, right?
Yeah.
They would play it at 6 p.m. in London, which would mean it's noon here.
So it'd be over early here. So we would
Yeah.
have so much time to get the
Yeah,
get
Max
the
is on
pod.
my side. Max is on my side. Let's go to London.
How is it?
But
Wow.
like, what about like the rest of the week? Does that mean that like we would have to record at noon,
Yeah.
like noon London time? This is just a complete personal
No,
problem.
no, they're ahead of us, dude.
that
They're
the
ahead of
listeners
us.
do not care at
Do you
all.
realize they're ahead of us? So if
No.
we recorded it
There's
at 10
24 hours in
if
every
we
day.
recorded 10 p.m. London
No matter where
time,
you are.
it'd be 4 o'clock back here. What don't you understand about this?
Podcast
I
would
know.
still come out the next day.
I don't know.
No, we're telling you.
You would have more time to put the podcast.
Yes.
You have the same amount of time. And it would come out at the same time.
Yes.
They're 5
Yeah.
hours ahead.
You're pretending like we're going to Hawaii. If we were in Hawaii
6.
and we tried to record at midnight, it would already be too late for it to come out on time.
Got it. Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
The Super
We're
Bowl
going
is
the
on
other way.
The Super Bowl is on Sunday. The podcast
it.
comes out on Monday.
But we're going the other way. So
Nope.
if we recorded at night, it's actually still middle of the afternoon here.
So we're good.
What if a team that made the Super Bowl
All right,
didn't,
so London, Max. Let's
what if
go.
they didn't have their passports and they couldn't go?
They have a Philly bar in London. It's sick.
Hard Rock?
It's called like I think it's called Passyunk. Passyunk.
Oh my God. That was one of the dumbest.
If
Max, we almost lost Max there to a tie. He almost went into like a black hole.
No, it was gonna be all I was thinking about the entire time.
Oh, now I kind of want to go just
No.
to see Max deal with the time
No, it's a
zones.
terrible idea.
Oh.
We have lots of good stadiums right here in America.
Yeah, I'm staying strong with you. I agree, PFC. We should just send Max there to just
Just be a fan ambassador, Max. Yeah.
no, just
Chase
have him,
Utley.
just have him sit in a hotel room and have to upload the podcast. We'll record it from here and then we'll send it to him and be like, get it out on time.
You know what we'll have to
That
do?
I would never be able to figure it
The
out.
3 weeks leading up to the Super Bowl, we'd have to do this podcast on London time here.
Yes.
So that Max could prepare for it.
Yeah, when would we go? We'd have to decide as a team. Do we go right before? Do we go a week early to get acclimated?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck you. I want a list of your top 3 courses you want to play.
All right. I'll
At
look,
least
I'll,
you-
I'll
you
look
know-
them up. Yeah.
Just be transparent.
You know, none of them are in London.
yeah. Just
They're
be
all in
transparent.
Scotland. They're all along
I know.
Iceland.
Listen, you guys have this idea that all I think about is golf, and this one was not one of those situations. It's just mostly what I think about.
Okay, good. Who's back?
Be driving on the wrong side of the road. Georgia football would have a
Matthew
blast over
Broderick.
there. Yeah.
People forget. Killed guy, woman.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Your who's back, PFT?
My who's back of the week is the NCAA. Because they took their sweet time and they finally released the list of punishments that they're going to do for the University of Michigan because of the alleged cheating scandal with Connor Stallions.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to be fined $50,000.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be fined a 10% fine on the entire football program's budget, a 10% fine on Michigan's 2025 and 2026 scholarships, and a fine matching the projected loss of the postseason revenue for 2025-2026, which is going to be a significant amount of money, I think. And then they hit Connor Stallions with an 8-year show cause penalty.
Mm-hmm.
They hit Jim Harbaugh with a 10-year show cause penalty, meaning he's not going to be eligible to coach in college football pretty much for the rest of his life. They're just saying, okay, you're not going to be a college coach anymore. They said that Harbaugh never turned over any emails or text messages. Then he refused to be interviewed by the NCAA enforcement staff.
He ain't a rat.
So they didn't have a full record of all the interactions or all the transgressions that they had. And then Connor Stallions destroyed his iPhone and threw it into a pond, which is great operational security on Connor Stallions' part. And then he also was not cooperating fully with the board, so they just said, okay, we're going to throw as much as we can at him. Harbaugh or one of his staff members called the University of Michigan's own compliance office scum and the enemy, which I love. It's Toby from The Office.
Yeah.
The way Michael Scott thought about Toby was how Harbaugh thought about his own compliance office. This whole thing, and having watched the Connor Stallions documentary recently, just reinforced to me where I'm so glad that this man became a football fan and did not get into politics, did not get into any social movement.
Manifesto.
His brain, I'm so thankful every single day that he just thought nothing but football.
And the only real punishment was Sharon Moore got suspended for a game.
Yeah, so one additional game.
Yeah.
Michigan self-imposed a 2-game ban on their head coach.
Which doesn't start till week 3 against Central Michigan.
Right, so weeks 1 and 2, they have New Mexico and Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they did not want their head coach to be absent for the Oklahoma game.
Correct.
So they said, we'll take week 3 and 4 instead. That's Central Michigan and Nebraska. Which is, it's very disrespectful to Nebraska that they were like, okay, we'll rather have that one.
Yep.
But, I mean, it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
You got to have your coach for Oklahoma. So, really, all the Ohio State fans are upset that the NCAA didn't really do anything. I think what Ohio State wanted was to have their championship vacated. I think in their wildest
or at least
dreams,
get gold pants for those years.
That's what Buckeyes fans wanted.
Yeah.
It's like they wanted the championship expunged like Louisville. But instead they just kind of slapped them with financial penalties and suspended a bunch of coaches that won't be coaching there anymore.
Yeah.
But Connor Stallions, I'd say it worked.
Yeah. He got him back to the promised land.
I'd say mission accomplished by Connor Stallions.
I'd agree. Yeah, the whole thing was like, okay, so the New Mexico game now?
Yeah.
Ohio State fans are mad. In the history of college football, I would say Michigan probably wasn't the first team that cheated in any way. They won a title. You can't – this is why I hated the Louisville ruling. You can't just pretend something didn't happen. You could – if you're an Ohio State fan, you could basically take this whole ruling and put an asterisk next to them forever, which that's totally fair to do in fandom. But you can't be like, oh, yeah, there was no national champion that year. We're vacating it. It's like we watched it. It happened.
It happened. And then after they got caught and Connor Stallions was kicked off the team and Harbaugh they kept winning.
Yeah.
So if you're going to cheat, you got to be the best at cheating. And Michigan, I think, was probably the best
Connor
at cheating.
Stallions was there.
And Connor Stallions referred to his own guys as the KGB, which is awesome. That rocks.
I was dialed in.
He was dialed in. He was really, really good at what he did. And I think a lot of other teams were trying to do similar things. They just had a fucking operation around it.
Yeah. I did like the one story that came out that Sharon Moore, like, part of the reason he was suspended is because he deleted all his text messages with Connor Stallions. And at first he tried to say he was doing that for storage.
Yeah, clear out the iPhone.
It's like, come on, dude.
It's like uploading all your good pics to Instagram. Be like, got a photo dump so I can delete these later.
Yeah, this one guy. Okay, my who's back of the week. We should have mentioned this when we were talking golf, but creatine, because Ben Griffin was 6 over after 3 holes on Sunday at the BMW, and he said that it was because he overdosed on creatine.
All right, so that can happen.
Yeah.
You know what happens when you overdose on creatine?
He drank the whole rock. He said he never swallowed one of the big rocks before.
You just shit your brains out.
Yeah.
It's just like full on liquid, just getting blasted out of your beehole.
So yeah, he 6 over after 3 holes, and then I think he finished strong, right? He came back.
He finished strong. He's got like first time taking creatine or anything in his life because he talks about creatine all the time. Like he added
true believer.
Added 5 to 10 yards of distance this year, and it's all creatine.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, don't overdose on creatine. Also, who's back of the week is ESPN just embarrassing themselves because that Shedeur Sanders, Barry Sanders clip was something.
Mm-hmm.
It was Drewski was wearing a number 20 blue jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal. Mistakes happen, though.
Yeah, it happens. It's live TV.
We make mistakes all the time. We just did 10 minutes trying to figure out time zones.
Yeah.
It happens.
I called him Bernie Sanders one time instead of Barry Sanders.
Yeah, happens. All right, Zach, who's back of the week?
In the most respectful way possible, my who's back of the week is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Cannons. Yep. Oh, man.
She brought out the heavies.
Oh, my God. I did not know she still had that.
Where?
On TikTok.
Freakier Friday promo. Disney just let her go with it.
She dumped him.
Full
Good
dump.
for her.
Love that for her.
How old is she? Good for her.
Jamie Lee Curtis, I believe, is 66. I may be mistaken.
Oh, my God. Incredible.
Let me double check.
Way to go, Jamie Lee.
Senior division.
66.
Heavies.
They are heavy.
Heavies. They can suffocate us. Damn.
So Freakier Friday.
You could go 55 into some cement. If those are in front of you, you're surviving.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. Max, are you attracted at all to that?
Yeah, no, those are good.
Put that on a quote card.
Yeah, they are
Max's
good.
reviews of Jamie Lee Curtis's breasts. Yeah. No, those are good.
Babies are gonna watch that and be like, "Do not change the channel."
Good for her. You like to see an older woman in Hollywood still doing it.
Yeah.
You know?
Great promo.
Yeah, great promo. We're talking, what, Freaky Friday?
Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday. We're talking about it right
yeah.
now. Incredible promo.
Yeah.
It's like, I know what we'll do. What, Jamie Lee, do you want to go on Pardon My Take? No, I don't like those guys. What if you just showed a little cleavage? Oh, yeah, they'll talk about it.
We've done some research on social media, and it turns out showing cleavage returns more views and likes and interactions.
She was really trying to show it too.
Tits are back, dude. Tits are back. Like the Sydney Sweeney ads, they're back.
So misogynistic of you, Max.
It feels good to have tits back. Just like you can just let them fly, and we're not gonna judge. We're gonna say congrats. What do you say, Zach?
Tits couldn't be more back.
Hell yeah, Zach.
Respectfully, of course.
Any dates?
I have not locked. I've not gone on a second date.
All right, we'll move on from that. All right, that's fine. Jamie Lee Curtis, though. Yeah. Oh, what was that? You just pointed up to God?
I was being respectful.
Just kissed your fingers and went to. You go a little Sammy Sosa on us.
Felt right.
All right, let's do our Mount Rushmore. Okay, before we get to Mount Rushmore PFT, you got a quick word from Chevy.
For over a century, Chevy's been building trucks that don't flinch, they never quit. Whether you're hauling lumber on the job or trying to get the smoker, the cooler, the cornhole boards, and the whole crew to the tailgate on time, Chevy gets you there. When Chevy says most dependable truck, they're not just speculating. Chevy trucks have earned more dependability awards for trucks than any other brand according to J.D. Power 2025. Sounds like they've got the stats to prove it. We're always driving a Chevy Silverado when we're out on trips. If we're in Tahoe, if we're on Grit Week, we're getting in the Chevy Silverado. Beautiful truck, inside and out. Huge bed, mega bed, I would say.
Mega bed.
The Chevy Silverado has a mega bed, and it is also awesome on the inside. Feels like you're riding in a luxurious car, and then on the outside, it is the strongest truck. It's the fullback of trucks. Shout out to Chevy sponsoring the Low Man Award yet again this year. Shout out fullbacks. And every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard. For more on Chevy trucks, visit Chevy.com and visit jdpower.com/awards. Get more award details.
Okay, Mount Rushmore time. By the way, I forgot to bring this up. Do we have any concerns? So this week we're going to Barstool Camp. Jerry O'Connell is coming with us. We will have our NFL fantasy football preview on Friday with Jerry O'Connell in person. Jerry O'Connell sent me a text today, and it made me a little nervous. I want you guys to just tell me what you're thinking. It was an Instagram, and it just said her reaction when I tell her I went RB, RB, RB in the first 3 rounds of my draft. And it's just a little clips of a movie and being like, you're wild, you're wild. Is he going to go RB, RB, RB?
No, I think he thinks that's really funny because it's like an inside fantasy football. I think he's deep in the memes.
I feel like that's a trial balloon. He's going to go, he might go 3 RBs. I
don't think that we should give him the power to do that. I think he has to clear that with Adam Schefter and Taylor Swift.
I know that Jerry is, listen, we're going to get to his fantasy preview on Friday, but I'm got my eyes wide open, Jerry. I think there's a chance he might sabotage this team this year because we've kind of messed with him. And
I think he takes it too seriously to sabotage.
I think he might go all RB.
I doubt it. I think Jerry,
which actually would be kind of a genius strategy because then everyone has to trade with you.
No, but Jerry, he cares about it way too much. This is a put up or shut up year.
Okay,
we've got Jerry on the hot seat.
All right. Because it'd also be funny if he sabotaged. All right, Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore of worst smells.
No.
What?
Sounds. You said smells.
Sounds. I said smells. Sounds. Worst sounds. I was like, holy shit. Did I fuck that up?
Bad sounds.
I did fuck it up. I mean, worst sounds, bad sounds. Bad sounds?
Worst sounds.
Worst sounds is, yeah.
Bad
Same
sounds.
thing.
Yeah, worst sounds, bad sounds.
Bad sounds.
Worst /
Not
bad
good sounds.
The Mount Rushmore of bad sounds would be the
The
worst
sounds. Yeah.
So either way,
Bad sounds is fine.
Worst
both
sounds
work.
works as well.
Worst sounds.
Time zones.
Let's do worst sounds.
We're firing, boys.
Unpleasant sounds.
What are the standings?
The standings are Big Cat and Zach 41, me and Max 37, PFT and Hank 36.
Okay.
And I believe there are 8 left.
Okay.
Wait, 8?
Maybe not a math guy, but I think 8.
6? We don't usually do it week. Do we do it week of Labor Day?
I believe the duel was that week.
Yeah, but that was overtime.
There's a duel. What if there's a duel?
We usually end it Labor Day.
I thought we always did Wednesday.
If there's a duel between 4
apologize.
people, is that still called a duel?
Yeah, no, it would be the showdown at what was the Tiger versus Phil?
The match?
No, that was like the original one. The showdown at something.
Valhalla?
I don't know. We should decide this right now. We usually just finish it. I think it's usually the end of Labor Day is the end of Mount Rushmore season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're talking. We're gonna have a
ball
Tuesday,
time.
Wednesday show that's college football.
I agree to that.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
the last
unless there's a duel.
The
The
last
duel-
full week
Yeah.
without football, last full week before Labor Day.
Correct.
That is the end of Mount Rushmore.
And-
that Friday's episode will be the last Mount Rushmore. If there's a quadrule, or
Yep.
whatever we're calling it, then we're going to do one extra one
On that Tuesday.
Yes. Coming back from Labor Day.
Correct.
The duel was so fun.
The duel was so fun.
So fun.
What did we do? Green?
Green Mount Rushmore moments was one of them. Mm-hmm. Because I didn't pick the pizza
God, the
toppings.
duel.
Yeah.
I would love another duel.
And it was rapid fire. It was crazy.
Yeah, off the dome.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Hank lost.
Mount Rushmore worst sounds. Who's up?
We go first.
Okay.
We go first on Mondays. Yes, Hank.
You got this.
I
Important.
got the ball.
Oh.
I got the ball. All
You guys
right.
are a team.
We are a team. Yeah. But we passed the ball.
Okay.
That's what good teams do. Mm-hmm. We're going to go 1-1. Nails on chalkboard. That might be a chalky pick.
Okay.
It's a good pick. Everyone hates that sound.
Big Cat doesn't think so at all.
It's
I didn't have it on my
it's
list.
Chalky pick. It's a chalky pick.
Okay.
It is a bad sound.
It's a bad sound.
Bad
It's,
sound.
It's the expression.
it's maybe
Yeah, no, it's a bad sound.
maybe the worst sound.
Yeah, it's a bad sound.
How many times do you listen to Nails
Not
on the
really.
chalkboard?
I don't
Ever.
even think they make chalkboards anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
Well,
Whiteboards.
Because of the nails.
Big Cat and PFT were in school.
Okay.
That was your own guy.
That was some shrapnel that you caught there.
That's all right.
He had to take a shot at me, and he
This is how
he
our
just
team
got lumped in
This is
there.
how our team operates.
Okay. Max, memes.
Memes got the ball today.
Okay.
We are going to do 60 minutes after the 4 o'clock games.
Okay.
We had that too.
Sunday
Yeah.
football.
Yep. Sunday scaries.
All right, I think we're good. We got to just go with ours, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wait, we're gonna go 2-3? 2-3. Okay. Alarm to wake up. Sonar, especially. The fucking worst. Hate that sound so much. Or if you're in Zach's case, it's just a siren.
We had to get the mega alarm.
Yeah.
Because of previous alarm incidents.
Alarm to wake up it is the worst feeling in the world every morning. And then baby crying on an airplane is just a horrific sound. And it's bad. But I also know that the parents are trying their best.
Yeah.
Fuck. Sucks.
If I'm in the spot with a crying baby, I've gotten to the point where now I just feel worse for the parents of the baby because I know how bad they feel. And guess what? Babies are going to cry.
Yeah. We almost did baby crying in the middle of the night, but that is very specific. It's your baby, so it's a little different. Baby crying on an airplane, like, that sucks for everyone else. But it is a very bad sound to have a baby cry in the middle of the night because you're like, shit. Okay. You guys are up?
Yep. This is one of those sounds you don't realize how bad it is until it's happening. Driving on the highway, one window down.
Oh, the ear.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Hate that.
Terrible.
Great pick.
Yep. Great pick.
Great pick. Great pick.
All right. So we get 2 picks.
My kids love to put the windows down. It fucks me up every time.
All right. Okay. I'm good.
Oh, Hank, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you wincing?
Did you not like nails on a chalkboard?
You're pre-wincing.
I'm listening. I'm excited. I can't look.
Okay. We're going to go knives and forks on a plate, scratching it up, and then Tony Romo. Just Tony Romo.
Okay. Anything specific that Tony Romo?
I don't know.
Okay.
Ooh.
How you feeling about this draft?
Feel great.
I think it's great.
Still going. There's still a lot of value on the board.
Big Cat is trying to instill a hatred towards it.
Yep.
Off would have all been great
I'm asking.
picks.
Hank. No, I like the Tony Romo
I agree.
pick.
I agree.
Big Cat is
completely.
I like the
trying
Tony
to
Romo
get.
pick.
Big Cat right now is in the mode of I'm going to pretend that these are bad picks.
He wants
Well,
me to
nails
say.
on a chalkboard was a bad pick.
He wants me
I'm
to say
sorry.
Tony Romo is a bad pick.
Nails on a chalkboard is.
I like
is
Tony Romo pick.
The very definition
love it.
of a bad sound is nails on a chalkboard.
But again, you never hear it anymore.
Yeah,
just doesn't exist.
nails on
It's
a
like a
chalkboard.
cliche.
I can't
Yay.
believe you guys are trying to gaslight us and the
the
audience.
cliche.
into
It's like,
thinking
what is the most
that nails on a
relatable bad
chalkboard
sound?
Is not
It's a
bad
Reddit
sound.
ass pick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point, man.
Reddit ass pick.
This is
Reddit ass pick.
Reddit ass.
It's an expression.
Reddit ass.
Yeah.
It is literally the expression.
Max, the amount of crack you dump out. I've seen some ass pics of you recently.
Tony Romo was a good one. That was a good one.
Tony Romo's a good
Yeah.
one. We all on this podcast do not like hearing Tony Romo's voice.
What about knives on a plate? That's 3 great picks.
Knives and forks on a plate.
Doesn't really bother me, but yeah.
Really bad.
Me neither. But it's really bad.
Really bad.
Hey, there it is. It doesn't bother you.
Not that much, no.
There was one that
Hank said that knives and forks don't
I
bother him
appreciate-
as much as nails on a chalkboard.
I appreciate your honesty because Zach, and I don't know if it will get picked, but you could talk about it in honorable mentions. There was a pick that Zach wanted to pick, and I said it does not bother me at all. I cannot pick it.
I think everyone else. I have a personal one that is like
Same.
just for me, but
I do
I
too.
feel like everyone has those.
Yeah.
That'll be good to honorable mention
Yeah.
talk.
Okay, you guys are up.
Violent throw up.
That's the pick that I couldn't pick. I always find throw up very funny.
Same.
I could not pick it. We had the conversation. Zach was like, I want to pick this. I was like, dude, I can't in good conscience because if someone's throwing up, I laugh my fucking ass off every time.
It doesn't
You're
sound
weird
bad.
about.
I
You're
am.
so
I know.
weird about puke.
It's brain molded by jackass.
I do think watching a video of someone throwing up is like if someone is in the same room as you throwing up, it's like
I laugh so hard.
I can't be there.
It's one of those
laugh
things
so
where
hard.
the smell is so much worse than the sound. It's like somebody taking a nasty
I
shit.
don't know if there's a.
That was our next pick.
I think you're up. So
Okay,
fine.
yeah. Our next pick is someone taking a massive shit next to you in the stall.
I think that's funny.
How is that funny?
That's the same
Oh.
thing where I think the smell is what gets you. The sound, not that bad.
Oh, I hate the sound when you know they're about to just go to work and you're like, God damn it, I'm stuck. You gotta like hurry up. Oh, so someone taking a massive shit next to you when you're in a stall is our next pick. Zach, we got one last pick.
How do you feel about 6 or 9?
Oh, yeah. Let's go 6. I like 6.
We're going to go with loud chewing.
Yeah, loud chewing.
Okay.
Drives you nuts.
Mouth open.
Yep. Ugh. Gross. Someone who just didn't learn how to chew. Ugh. Very annoying.
Do it.
Rip it.
Do it.
No, I don't know. Which one we got to talk about?
No, yeah, it's the one that we just talked about that we said that we were going to get in the 4th. I think that's a great pick.
You think that's a great pick?
Yeah.
All right. Bad injury. Knee pop, broken bone.
Just bad injury.
Yeah, the sound. If you're on a sporting event and you hear the sound of a knee going or a bone breaking,
Okay.
it's a horrible, horrible, horrible sound to hear.
Yeah. The pop, then the scream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Scream, yeah.
The whole thing is a bad sound. If you can hear the injury, it's a horrible, horrible sound.
Yeah, it's so weird when it happens to you. Like that feeling where it's like, I'm fucked up right now.
Yeah. When you feel your own, big time. All right, you guys have your last pick.
Yeah. Hank, we're going to go with it. We're going to do it.
What?
Whoa.
6?
No, it's not even on that. Oh, it's 4. Number 4 on that list.
Your ball. I think 6. I don't know. Whatever. 4 is a crazy pick.
Someone being burned alive.
Yeah, that's a bad sound, I guess.
Yeah, very bad sound. This was Hank's pick.
You picked that?
What was the other one?
A car not starting.
Oh, that's a
a much better
really
pick.
good.
That's a much better pick.
I like Hank's pick better.
Car not turning over is a bad sound.
That's a great pick.
Listen,
That's a great pick.
Yeah.
sometimes you just hear that noise and you're just like, well, I'm going to deal with it. We're going to get through this together.
What, you're talking about someone being
I'm not
burned
talking
alive or
How many times you've...
Ask Hank this question.
Game of Thrones. We were brainstorming and I was like, is it dark? Is this
Someone
too
being
dark?
burned alive, that's hard to hear. It's tough.
Stannis Baratheon.
just anyone dying?
You're
Like,
screaming. It's pain.
the Red
it's hot.
Witch.
Everybody around is panicking too. Like, put him out. Does anyone have water?
Yeah.
Put a blanket on. Stop, drop, roll.
the car pick was really
Yeah, no,
good.
I think
The car
Burn
pick
Alive
was
would have been
really
a funny
good.
honorable mention. Car pick would have, but hey.
I think I've heard the car not starting so many times that it's old hat for me. Doesn't panic me like it used to.
Okay, let's do some honorable mentions.
I had Drake.
Okay, we had Taylor Swift.
Okay, we thought about doing Taylor Swift too.
We're like, we can't do
just because it pissed people off.
Yeah.
We had When Your Parents Call You By Your Full Name. Mm-hmm. Pro Football Talk commenter. Get in here. Mm-hmm. Cats Fighting.
Yeah. Oh, we had along the same lines, when you wake up to your dog licking its butt.
Yeah.
That sound is so gross.
Or the sound of your dog or cat starting to throw up.
Oh,
that's a bad one.
The sound of a shart.
Yeah.
You think you're going to fart and then you just hear it's wet.
The sound of a clearly fake orgasm. That one's always tough.
I took the sound of your own voice.
Zach was like, no, we take those anyway.
Yeah,
he's like, I don't care.
I think it's a kind thing to do.
Yeah. Listen, if the guy's having enough fun, who cares?
That makes me. Do you fake orgasm?
No, I just appreciate the. It's like someone being. They're being kind by faking it.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
Oh, this is your. It's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
A little bit patronizing, but
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We'll move on. Next play.
We had Vuvuzelas.
Yeah, good one.
Condom breaking.
Condom breaking.
The snap. When a band says we're going to play a couple of our new songs.
Yeah. Max, what was yours?
The sound of your own voice. Like when you...
I was thinking
good
about
pick.
that, but it's like we've done it for so long that it's like whatever.
For most
people.
people,
It's
the
a good
sound,
pick.
Yeah.
You should have done that one. That's a much better pick.
What about dental drill?
Memes had that on the list.
Fucks
bad.
me up.
Cowbells.
Cowbells, yeah. The I had a niche
I need to-
parent one, the Coco Melon intro. It will make a kid come from like 70 yards away. We'll just be like TV. It's a zzz, 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 Coco Melon. It's like these bees buzzing. Drives me nuts. Air horns from PMT episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty bad sound.
Pardon my take. Yeah.
Broadcast test sound.
Yeah. Yep.
This is a national broadcast test emergency or whatever the fuck.
Hank had rattlesnake on here. I kind of like a rattlesnake.
Okay. How about
What?
Rattlesnake's a horrible.
Well, yeah,
sound.
why do you
bad
like
sound.
a rattlesnake?
I don't know. It's cool. I respect nature.
Have you heard one in
Didn't we-
person?
Didn't we
Fucking
just talk
badass.
about how?
Scared we are of rattlesnakes.
Yeah,
Hank-
like if you do like snakes, you're the weird one.
You're a weird one.
I'm not talking about liking the snake. I'm talking about respecting the rattle.
You've never heard a rattlesnake
Take.
in person.
I have heard a rattlesnake.
In person?
Yeah.
A guy like you respect the rattle.
I respect the rattle. It used to be thanking the rattlesnake that's got a rattle on its tail for letting you know that it's there.
It's there, yeah.
The snakes you got to watch out for are the ones that are rattleless.
Yeah. It's like a cat with a bell on its collar.
It's a cool sound.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
My one in this would have been folding paper.
Oh, my personal one is styrofoam.
Styrofoam's bad.
Styrofoam, I hate when styrofoam's rubbing up against itself.
My personal one's weird, but it is ripping a napkin.
Oh,
Like there's some like even me just saying that out loud is making like my skin crawl.
that bothers you.
What about Velcro? You guys opposed to Velcro?
I like
at all?
Velcro.
Big fan.
I like Velcro a lot. Do your personal one, Zach.
I don't like hearing like if you bite on the silverware hard, like hearing the teeth on metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets me a little.
But also your personal one, number 20.
The Fortnite down sound is always a bad one.
Zach played it for me. I wasn't familiar with it.
Oh, when you're like going out of the bus?
No.
No, it's like when you go down, it's like boop, boop.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 My bad.
The Fox injury music.
No,
It's a bad one.
it's.
Police siren behind you always gives you a little like jump scare.
Yep.
It's the worst when it's in a song.
Oh yeah. Or when like they have a phone alarm or a doorbell ring in
Yeah.
a commercial.
Yep.
That's the worst.
Yep.
Yeah, I had like when you're driving, you're listening to music, and then like a text comes in or something, and then that
Yep.
just ruins the
I
vibe.
think it was Wendy's that had that. They had the doorbell sound during one of their commercials they were running during the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
It sucked every single time. Blake was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah.
It ruins your entire setup.
What about the knock on the bathroom when you're taking a huge shit?
Someone's in here.
Yeah, that's always just a little bit of a panic, knowing that what you're doing, there's going to be someone standing right outside the door being like, now walking in. Mm-hmm. That pass off is just the worst. I had that in the Invitational. Some guy, I was taking a shit, and the guy was like, "Is it good in there?" And I was like, "Dude, you know the answer." I just said that to him. I was like, "What do you? What? Why would you ask me that? Why are you putting me on the spot like this? You know what just happened in here." Let's see.
Olivia Soprano.
Yep. Microphone feedback. That
Yep.
one sucks.
Yep.
Hotel clock alarm. Different than obviously the wake up alarm because you didn't set it.
The old school one.
Someone else said it, and it's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yep.
And then you just usually have to like unplug the hotel clock and smash it. A specific one for me is something about like it's really like a 2 or 3 year old scream. It's this high pitched scream that you can't. It wrecks everything.
My niece and nephews do this thing when they get together that they just battle each other of who can scream louder.
Yep.
That and it's just back and forth forever. And,
Right.
and it's the most annoying thing ever.
It's not like always necessarily like they're in like upset or anything. It's like sometimes they're just doing it for fun, and it's
it's fun. It's
yeah.
it's a game,
Yeah.
and they're laughing as they're doing it.
Yeah.
But it's this high pitched, and it pierces your ears.
Yeah.
Did anybody think about putting Hank's Yawns on here?
Ooh.
PFC said that. I said you would be the only person that would have put that on there.
I thought for sure one other person would have said it.
Now
Just me?
they bother you the most.
Yeah.
They
By
bother me a
far.
little.
By far.
Zach, you had a good one. The sound of the bottoming out your car. When you go
like
over
front
some-
bumper,
Yeah.
bad.
You go
Yeah.
over a speed bump too fast.
I know
you're like,
all the
"Fuck."
roads with the smallest speed bumps in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Exactly that reason.
That's such a shitty sound to be like, God damn it, something bad just happened. We also had check engine light. Car accident, Zach threw out there. That is a bad sound.
It is, yeah.
Unless you're walking, because then you get to go watch. Like if you hear
Or if
the
it's
wheels,
NASCAR.
if you hear the wheels screech and you hear like a smash, you're like, I'm gonna get to go watch an episode of Cops.
Yeah.
Live. All right, any others?
Chris Collinsworth.
Gunshot.
Ooh.
He's my Romo.
Ooh. Interesting.
Here's a guy.
Yeah, Hank, that's a good pick. Somebody shooting a gun at you is a good pick.
Just a gunshot in general. It's usually like not what you want to hear.
Yeah, gunshot or fireworks.
Since we're doing announcers, can we say the A's announcer?
I brought that up to memes, but I think she's so bad that it's funny. It's good. Like the clips are hilarious. Like because it's not like I'm regularly listening to an A's broadcast, but every time she does just like a ridiculous clip, I think it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Another one that's not niche, but well, it's a little bit. Everyone's had it. The sitting on a plane, the engine's being turned off. When you're like, oh, here we go.
What do you mean?
Like a delay. Like when you're sitting in when you're like about to
we're really not going to take off.
You're about to push back, and then it's just like you just hear everything power down.
Power sound.
Like, God fucking damn it.
Bad time.
This is going to be the worst. Okay, that was a good Mount Rushmore. Bad sounds. Worse sounds. Any others, Zach?
I don't like you drop your phone on the pavement.
Yeah.
Because there's the impending doom of I've got no more phone. You don't know what's going on there.
I dropped mine like a month ago, and I just have a cracked iPhone now. I'm just a hot girl. I'm just waiting for the new iPhone.
Yeah, when's that coming out?
I don't know, but I'm refusing to. Like it's starting to become a problem. It's starting to splinter and get really bad. But I'm so close.
It feels good though. Cracked iPhone. I kind of like it.
I'm badass.
Yeah.
What can I say? I live my life on the edge. Okay. Good Mount Rushmore. Let's get to Coach O in studio. Awesome interview with Coach O.
Before we get to Coach O, he's brought to you by Simply Safe. What does feeling safe at home really mean to you? For a long time, I thought it was enough to have good locks, maybe an alarm that would, make a lot of noise if someone actually broke in. But true security takes more. A system that works to prevent that break-in, that violation of your space from ever happening in the first place. That's why Simply Safe can protect your home and family. It's about security that's proactive, not just reactive. I learned the hard way when I had most of my wardrobe stolen off my front porch. Most security systems only take action after someone breaks in. That's too late. Simply Safe's new Active Guard outdoor protection helps stop break-ins before they happen. AI-powered cameras and a live monitoring agent that detects suspicious activity around your property. If someone's lurking, agents talk to them in real time. They can turn on spotlights. They can call the police proactively, deterring crime before it even starts. Visit simplysafe.com/PMT. Get 50% off a new system. Get professional monitoring plan and get your first month for free. That's simplysafe.com/PMT. There's no safe like Simply Safe. And now, here's Coach Ogeron.
Okay, we now welcome on a very, 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 very special guest, recurring guest. We haven't seen him in a few years, but he's a great friend of ours, and I think we're friends of his. Remember, you said I think that was one of the things you said at the end of one of our interviews with you, that we are your friend. It is Coach O in studio. Coach O, great to see you. We just had dinner together. It's great to see you back, and I hope that this maybe is the start of you maybe getting back on a sideline, because that's what I'm hoping for. We need you in our lives.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, you guys are wonderful. I want to congratulate y'all. All the success y'all have, but you know what? You're still the same guys. You're our friends. You're always going to be our friends, Derek and I, and what a great show you guys have.
We appreciate it. I don't know if you saw this earlier, but on my laptop, since the day we met, I got Coach O helmet stickers.
I love it.
That I popped on here. Yeah. I love it. A lot of times people are like, who's that on your laptop? I'm like, that's Coach O. You need to start watching more football.
Yeah.
So you do want to get back into coaching football. Correct?
You know what?
Time?
Yeah, I think it's time. I'm feeling a little bit. I haven't made the decision totally, but, I got my boys settled, coaching football now, and it's been 4 years since I've been out. And I'm getting the itch again.
So what does the last 4 years look like? Have you just been kind of laying low? Have you been watching football? Have you been talking to anyone about football? Because you are a football guy through and through. Yeah. It had to have been weird I would imagine that was one of the first times in your life since you were a little kid that you took a break from football.
Yeah. It was, I didn't know what was going to happen. We went down, one of my sons, Cody, and I went down to Miami, and Mario Cristobal has been great to me, who I coached at the University of Miami. And we asked him if we could get Cody a job as a young analyst. And he said, yeah, come on up. And Cody said, Daddy, Miami's a big city. You mind moving down here? I said, I'll volunteer.
That's a good dad. Yeah, you'll take one for the team.
So I moved down to Miami Beach, and I've been living there ever since. My other son, Parker, is an analyst at Miami, so I got 2 boys there, and my older son coaching at Tulane.
Okay.
And I've seen a couple videos. Every now and again, somebody sees you out for a run, and they take a video. They're like, I spotted Coach O on South Beach. I saw one guy a couple weeks ago. He was a real piece of shit. He said, "Roll Tide" to you.
Yeah.
And then you did a great thing. You were very nice, very polite to him. And then he turned around and he said, "Wait a second." And he turned back to me. You go, "You watch your mouth." Like basically said, "I'm going to be nice to you, but just know I could still kick your ass."
It's about respect, man. You know what I mean? And when you get out in the real world, when you with people in sports, we understand the code. Hey, this is the thing you do. These things you don't do. Out there, I think a lot of people don't understand the code. I'm out there to teach them.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick, and we're not going to hold you to anything, but are you thinking more about the pros or more about college football?
Yeah, I really like college football. I mean, I wouldn't not entertain the pros, but I think college football is where I've been, and I really like it.
Yeah. All right. So, not coaching football, how many Red Bulls are you drinking? It's like that has to change, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I still get up at 5 o'clock. I still have an itinerary.
Okay.
My wife goes, "You're retired." And I have an itinerary. I get up at 5. I go to some meetings in the morning, and then I work out. I end up about 3:30 in the day. Then I'm done. That's the days I have off. 3 or 4 days a week, I'm at football practice.
Okay. Okay. So you're still around the guys. So are you still crushing Red Bulls before every day?
Oh, no question.
How many?
I love Red Bull. Well, I've gotten down to maybe 6. Maybe 6.
Yeah, last we chat, I think you said you had to curtail some of your Red Bull drinking.
Yeah.
At your height, how high did it get?
Yeah. 12 to 15.
Oh, Jesus
crazy.
Christ.
Hey, we're dipping a couple, little dip of coffee. A little dip of coffee will help you too. Go straight to you.
So wait, you'd mix it in with the Red Bull?
No, put it in your lip.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the coffee grounds.
Yeah, the coffee
ground.
grounds
Coffee
in your
ground.
lip.
Oh, yeah, go straight to your lip.
Have you eaten any worms in the last couple of years?
You know what? I haven't eaten any worms. So I didn't have to do it. I haven't had many speeches.
Yeah, wait, we got to retell that story because I'm sure there are some new AWLs who've been doing this for a long time. It's an all-time hype-up story. So set the stage for us.
Joe Peace at Northwestern State University was a great coach, man. And he had told a story one time. It was a motivating story, and I heard it from him. And he did it in front of the team. And it was like my freshman year. Then my senior year, I was going to give a speech at a banquet. And so I went out in the grass field. We had a grass field. We had a bunch of big worms, man. And I was out looking for some worms. I get a worm, and Coach Goodwin says, "Baby, what are you doing?" I said, "Coach, I'm looking for some worms." He didn't even ask me. He said, "There's a big old worm there." So I found a bunch of them. Then I went that night, and I said, there's 2 guys fishing in Alaska. Cut the hole. One guy's catching a bunch of fish. The other guy's not catching anything. And he looks at the guy. He says, "What are you doing? What is your bait?" He goes, "Worms." He goes, "I'm using worms too." He said, "Why am I not catching bait?" He goes, "You got to keep them warm before you put them on the hook." He said, "Well, how the hell you do that?" "Yeah, keep them in my mouth. I'll do anything to feed my family." I pulled out a big old worm, man. Team got fired. I'll do anything to win. I'm going to tell you what, it was tough, though. That worm was crawling around my mouth.
Did you win that game?
It was like a spring game.
Okay. Wait, it's a spring game?
Spring game.
That's your pump up for a spring game.
Did you ever think I should have waited to use this during an actual game that counted?
Yeah, later on, I didn't have to do that. I just made sure Joe Burrow was on the bus.
Yeah.
That's right. So what was that like after winning the Natty? So we got to experience it as fans and as fans of yours and of Joe Burrow's. So we were in Louisiana that night watching the game. Amazing game. What was that like for the next couple of weeks? Were you just you were the kings of Louisiana?
Well, I felt like we were the kings of the country, man. Everybody loved us. A lot of people were supporting us. The next day, I saw you guys in the morning. I think that I was the only one that went to bed a little early. And we had a press conference, and, we were going home. And, I was raised down the bayou. People catch shrimp for a living. They work hard. They're great people. And, man, we go down Highway 30. We take the back road, and the cooks, the people that were working in the refinery were screaming, "Go Tigers." And that was one of my biggest moments to see all those people satisfied. You see, when you become the head coach at LSU, you got to understand this, man. On Saturday night, for 3 to 4 hours, everybody in that state is cheering for the Tigers.
Right.
And if you win, they're happy. And if you don't, they're mad as hell at you.
Yeah, it is. It's a cultural thing.
Yep.
Do you think was that the best college football team of all time?
I'll say this. With Joe, I think we could beat anybody. But, you hear comparisons here and there, and you know what my answer is? It's got to be one on the field. Now, they've had some other great teams, but I do believe with Joe and the team that we had, we could have beat anybody we played that year, for sure.
Yeah. And you specifically have been part of, some of the late 80s, early 90s Miami teams, the early 2000s USC teams. So you can speak to it. Like you were part of some really special football teams.
5 national championships.
Yeah. So would you say if you had to put them all out there, all those teams out there, that LSU team would win that game?
I'd put the LSU team in front of everybody.
Wow.
When did you know that it was going to be a special team?
First of all the pieces came together. There's a lot of stories that stuff came together here and there. And Derek and I, man, we had planned this for 5 years. Man, this is how we're going to do it. I had a blueprint from Jimmy Johnson. I had a blueprint from Pete Carroll. Now it was my time to do it, I went to Ole Miss and I made a bunch of mistakes. I tell everybody, don't worry about my mistakes. I did them all at Ole Miss. So I'm ready to go here. But when it was 3rd down, I think it's 17 in Texas. Yeah, we should have went 4-minute offense to run the clock down because Texas was hot. They were scoring. It was 3rd down and 17. There's 0 blitzes. Clyde picks up the linebacker. Joe slides to the left, and he gives time for Justin Jefferson on the crossing route to get open. Other quarterbacks would have got sacked. Justin gets open. He hits Justin. He gets hit. He throws Justin a great pass, touchdown. That's when I knew we had a great team because, the bottom line, you can coach all you want. Playmakers got to make plays in the big game.
Yeah. So you say you had a plan. Obviously, Joe Burrow was a big part of that plan. What was it like recruiting him and getting him? Because that's Joe Burrow's story, winning a Heisman, being the number 1 overall pick, being so good in the NFL.
Yes.
That was not the Joe Burrow that you recruited. That was, the guy you recruited was the guy who couldn't get the starting job at Ohio State and, was a good football player, but maybe wasn't the guy that ended up being everything, all-world everything.
He developed. Thank God we had him for 2 years.
Yeah.
We needed that. Going to Miami, having the great quarterbacks we had at Miami. Then we go to USC, Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, all those great. So I had a vision in my mind what we needed. So we had our spring ball. Back when spring game was on TV. Now they don't put them on TV because they poach their players, right?
Yeah.
And our quarterbacks didn't play well. And I got a son playing at McNeese. He called me, he said, Dad, our quarterback sucked today. I said, I know, I get it. He said, Daddy, there's a guy named Joe Burrow transferred from Ohio State. You ought to look him up. So I went out and the coaching staff, Bill Bush, had been at Ohio State. I said, Bill, you know Joe Burrow? He says, Coach, if we get Joe Burrow, we're going to college football playoffs. I said, let's go get him. Now, Joe's coach, who recruited him, was at Cincinnati at the time. Joe's girlfriend was going to Cincinnati. When Joe came on the trip, guess where Joe was going? Cincinnati. Ain't no doubt, right? So Joe gets I never had a recruit tell me this. Joe gets here, and I say, Joe, come on. He goes, Coach, I don't want to talk to you. I said, what? He said, Coach, I know you're a great recruiter. I don't want to hear all that bull. He said, I want to eat crawfish, and I want to talk football. And, if I didn't need a quarterback so bad, I wouldn't have responded this way. I said, okay. So I left him alone. The next day we had a football meeting. Jerry Sullivan was in there, who developed Justin Jefferson, has been in the NFL, Steve Ensminger, Joe's daddy, Joe's brother. We had about 10, 15 people in there. Derek was in there. It took me 5 minutes to figure out that Joe Burrow was the smartest guy in the room. No doubt. So, all right, number 1, he's a smart quarterback. Jimmy Johnson told me that. Get a smart quarterback. So we go to eat crawfish. You might have hit the story. And Derek comes to me, Sharon comes to me and say, hey, Coach, there's no crawfish. You got to think on your feet, man. You got to adjust on the move, right? Mm-hmm. You got to be from Louisiana to do this. Hey, I call Boudreaux over there. Boudreaux's balling crawfish down to the other restaurant. Bring 40 pounds of crawfish balled and put it on the platter and give it to Joe. So he ate crawfish. So we go out. We have a meeting. I never told about anybody this. We had a private meeting. I said, Joe, if you tell anybody this, you're lying. You're going to be my starting quarterback, but you got to earn it. I said, by the way, I got 2 receivers, man. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. You haven't heard about them yet. So the next day we have a big breakfast. Derek's there, coaches' wives are there. So when the parents leave, we all stay and we say, okay, is he coming or not? Cincinnati. He's going to Cincinnati. But Joe said something. He said, I'm not taking any phone calls, and I'll decide on Thursday. Do you think I was going to wait till Thursday not to get in touch with Joe Burrow when my butt's on the line? Well, we made a connection with his brother Dan. And Dan talked a lot more than Joe. So I called Dan. Me and Derek called Dan the next day. I said, Dan, are you talking to Joe? Yeah. You answer your phone? Yeah. I said, you got to be my voice now, okay? I said, Dan, where do you think – come on, Dan, LSU or Cincinnati? It ain't even close. Dan gives me this old, well, Coach, you know. I said, Dan, F that. Where you want – you love your brother? I said, Dan, do you – hey, grab down there, son. I said, grab down there in your pants. Oh, you got 2 of them, Dan? He goes, I'm grabbing them, Coach. I got them. I said, Dan, squeeze them son of a gun. Yeah, Coach, I'm squeezing. I said, call your brother, tell him to come down and shoot if you got 2 of them down there, boy. We tell that story. He was like, I got him, Coach. Squeeze him. I got him. He actually did it, man. And Dan was our voice to call Joe. Now, Joe said that wasn't his deciding, but I wasn't. You know, how's a recruit going to tell you need him and he's not going to talk to nobody Thursday? Somebody's going to talk to him.
Right.
You got to compete.
If you're not talking to him, the other guy's talking.
Somebody's competing. You got to find the back door, man. You got to get on the ground. But, man, what a story. And then just out the blue on Thursday, I get a call. Joe Burrow said, Coach, I'm going to be LSU Titan.
Oh, unbelievable.
How about that?
And Dan Burrow is also the guy who got Joe in with us.
Is that right?
EMT, yeah. He's a listener.
Well, hey, Dan's got 2.
Dan's the man.
He got 2. He squeezed them.
It's proven, yeah. You got to recruit the brother sometimes.
Yeah.
That's a good word, right?
You got to know the champion. Who's the decision maker? That's what I always thought. That who is the decision maker in the process? I recruited the champion harder than I recruited the recruit.
So I think Joe is probably the decision maker in that, but also having like a trusted guy, his brother, put in a good word. It's like every little bit helps.
That's right.
I love the fact that he just wouldn't talk to you when he got there. He gave you this stiff arm. He's like, I know you're going to convince me to come to LSU, so I can't talk to you. You're too good at it.
And you know what? You got to respect that.
Yeah.
You know, when Joe came in, he was the 4th-string quarterback, and I went and watched him. We were running tens with Tommy Moffitt, who, by the way, y'all know Tommy Moffitt did a great job for us, man. And I couldn't coach the players in the summer, but I could watch. Joe ran every 110 and won every 110.
Yeah.
And after that, Joe and Foster Morrow, who was Joe's host, went out to throw a ball. And the rest of the team went with the quarterbacks that were there, obviously, right? But all of a sudden, Joe never lost a 110. Then all of a sudden, see a couple of guys go catch passes with Joe.
Yeah.
And Joe won the locker room himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What a tremendous job. Now, having 2 years with him helped.
Yeah, because I was going to say that we were talking about it before, but the first year was, he was good. He wasn't Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the game. It was actually our first game that we went to LSU, and it lived up to the hype in terms of the crowd, the atmosphere, but you guys didn't score a point. You lost to Bama. You didn't score a point. But you said that was probably the most important loss that you had because it changed everything.
Yes. Through adversity, you learn the most. You should, right? And after that game, I went to Steve Esmaker, who's a stud. I think we won like 80% of our games with Steve. He's like John Wayne. He's a great guy. I said, Steve, we got to go to the spread. He goes, I agree. Well, we had a young guy named Joe Brady who came talk to us about RPOs in the summer, and we had some guys in the Saints. I said, hey, let's start working Joe. I said, Steve, are you receptive of me bringing in another guy? Him teaches the spread, and y'all work together. And he did, and it worked out perfect.
Yeah.
How would you get you guys up for a game against Nick Saban and Alabama? Because they seem to just crank them out in terms of recruiting. They were great at player development too. And for a while, LSU, it was always the story of LSU was you can't beat Alabama.
That's right.
You can't reach that top pinnacle.
That's right.
How did you get you guys prepared, especially after an ass kicking like that?
Yes.
that you can actually go out there and compete with them?
Yes. Well, first of all, as a head coach, I knew the benchmark was I had to beat Alabama. So everything that we did every day, I didn't say we had to beat Alabama, but I knew that they set the benchmark high, and we were right there, and we had to get past them. First of all, I thought you had to match their physicality. I was wrong. We spread them out. And that day we went to Tuscaloosa, we really ripped them a good one right there.
Yeah.
They came back, give it to Nick Saban and his team, who's tough and a great coach. But we really had a great game plan. I remember, I'd go home Thursday night, and Joe Brady would stay in the office till 4 a.m. And the next day on Friday, he just looked at me and said, Coach, we got him. And I remember getting on the plane. It was like I was going with my buddies. We were going to a fight, man. And we were going to win.
Yeah.
And there was no question we were going to win that game.
But it's a testament to you as a, like the being in charge of the whole program to be like, hey, we lost this game. We got to change. We got to adapt. And finding a guy like Joe Brady, who's a young guy who a lot of teams probably wouldn't take a chance on, to put into that elevated role for a huge team in a huge conference.
Yeah. Recognizing talent. I mean, that's been one of my strengths as a recruiter. When Joe came and he spoke to our staff in the summer, I knew this guy was going to be a great coach. I mean, Ray Charles could see that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I'm looking at a picture right now of your famous binder. Actually, Derek tweeted this out back in, I think, 2016. When you made your pitch to LSU saying, you hire me as the head coach. I'm more than an interim guy. I can lead LSU back to greatness. You had a binder. Do you remember how many pages were in this binder that you made?
I think we had 2 or 3 binders.
So it was a multiple editions, multiple volumes.
Yeah.
What was in that binder? I got to know. Do you still have a copy of the binder?
It was our plan. Derek got it. I probably got it in my mind, but I'm not. I don't keep all this. But let me tell you what happened that day. Okay, so we go to Texas A&M, right, and we tear them a new one. There is guys ran the football up and down the field, and I get back on the plane, and Derek's sitting in front of me. And his head is down like that. And we just won a big game. I'm like, what's going on? Alumni come. Coach, too bad. I said, what? He did a good run. They're going to hire, who was it? Jimbo Fisher. They're going to hire Jimbo Fisher. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, the next day, I go to meet with the athletic director, me, Derek, and Austin Thomas. We got the binders. We got everything ready. The AD comes in, who was a great guy. He looks at us. He has his head down. He goes, he takes the binders, and he pushes them. He don't even open them. I'm like, what's going on? I'm kicking Derek. I'm kicking Austin. What's happening? He says, guys, I hate to tell you, I'm going to meet with Tom Herman tonight. We had a good run. I said, Derek, Austin, you got to leave. Hey, you know Eminem one shot? You got one shot, right? It's like the time I hugged Sandra Bullock, I'll tell you. Got one shot to do that. I pulled a chair. I said, Joe, and I was hitting him right here. You know, in your heart and your belly, I'm the best man to be the head coach of the LSU Tigers. I shook his hand, stiff. I said, I look forward to being the head coach of the LSU Tigers. And I walked out of there. I go, okay. I was living in a hotel. We moved out the hotel. We go home. Anyway, things happen. Tom Herman, Lane Kiffin texted me 1:30. Tom Herman's going to Texas, all that stuff. And all of a sudden, I think it's like 5:36 in the morning, I missed a call from Joe Levy, the AD. What's going on? He called me and said, hey, man, can you be in Baton Rouge an hour? I said, hell yeah, man, I'm coming. Look, I'm going down I-12 playing Born on the Bayou as hard as, and I'm going about 120 miles an hour, man. Then all of a sudden, I make a call and said, hey, they didn't offer me the job. Somebody told me, I don't think they want to meet with you now and tell you they offered the job. So I get to LSU, and Joe's standing near the Tiger. Man, I pull in there. He said, well, you want the job or not? I grabbed him. I gave him a beer. He said, let me down, you big boy. So we went talk. And we're talking there. We were talking about things that are going to happen on. He said, Ed, I got to tell you something. I said, what, Joe? He said, you know when you hit me in my stomach like that? Mm-hmm. He said, you were right. He said, I went to bed at night. I had a knot in my stomach, man. I said, I put that Cajun gree on your ass, boy. What a story, man.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah. It worked out really, really well. And then you fast forward a couple years. The championship season was magical. It was incredible. So much fun to watch. And then the way things ended there, I actually thought you had a really good perspective about the whole thing. Is when they said, "Okay, we're gonna fire you. Here's your buyout." Would you say like which door you want me to walk out of?
Yeah.
Just write the check.
Yeah. What time you want me to go? And what door you want me to walk out of, brother?
Yeah.
But you know what? Hey, man, I'm a positive guy. I'm never gonna let people know they got me. You know what I mean? Deep down inside, I may be hurting, I may be burning. We don't show it. We have a saying, big chest and big eyes. Mm-hmm. We look forward, we work through adversity, and we keep on going.
Yeah.
I like that.
And you're a football lifer. You know how it works. That, everyone gets fired. That's just kind of how it works.
And, I understand the standards of LSU.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, we weren't meeting the standards that we were supposed to meet. Okay, give me $17 million to walk out the door. Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm still getting paid at LSU. People actually say, Coach, you mad at LSU? I said, no, I love LSU. And I do. It was a great opportunity for us and a great time.
So you are an incredible recruiter. Obviously the recruiting game's changed, but do you think, if you get back in it, you still got it in terms of getting in the living room and being able to win those recruiting battles?
Got it even better.
Okay.
I'm fresh, ready. Yeah. That's what I love to do. And it's kind of because of our exposure. Like I went speak at the Texas football clinic. All the recruits come up to me. Hey, Coach, what's up? The mamas, they want to take pictures with me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just because of our notoriety and, because of Joe Burrow and Justin and Jamar, the success that they're having. People know us all over the country.
Yeah. Now, are you still able to get put on your, hard hat and your work boots like the time you had to eat, was it five bowls of bison chili at a chili so tell that story, because these are my favorite. Like Coach O will do anything to get a recruit. He'll just eat the house out of chili if he has to.
Lord. So we may have had, I guess, you've been in New Orleans, you eat a lot of gumbo, right?
Mm-hmm.
You told me. So we may have had, I guess, 5-6 home visits that day. And everywhere I went, they had gumbo for me, right? And I ate. I mean, I must have ate. And look, they fixed me a big bowl. I'm a big eater. I'm going to eat. And it's the last home visit. It's about 9 o'clock at night, okay? And so we get there, and the mom says, man, I made some chili. And because I was full, she goes, what's wrong, Coach? You don't like chili? Oh, no, I love chili. I love chili. I love chili. Yeah. So we get it, and we eat, and it was actually good. And I said, man, what's in there? I said, bison. Oh, okay. I never ate bison chili in my life. I ate about 3 or 4 bowls. Man, I went home. My Uncle Pish used to say this. He says, I wear a size 38 pants, but a 40 feels so good, I'll buy me a 42.
Wait, did you say what's your uncle's name?
Uncle Pish.
Oh, okay, I thought you said piss.
Uncle Pish. Yeah.
That's a great saying, though.
Yeah.
Wear the 42. Yeah. So, all right. So, what other great? Because I love hearing the recruiting stories. You getting in there, like, being like, hey, I got to eat all this, or I got to go out in the back. Did you ever have to go out in the backyard and like draw up plays and stuff?
Oh man, we went to Apu's house in Salt Lake City, and it was us in Alabama. And Apu was a big nose tackle, man, and his father was very, very instrumental. His father wanted to go to Alabama, and I knew that. And I had to get in the living room. Now, Apu was about 3:30, right? And I had to get in the living room and show his father for about 45 minutes every technique, and we had every blocking scheme that we had to. Now I got a thighs, and Apu stirring me like that. But I'll tell you what, I was getting after it, man. And that won over the dad right there.
Yeah.
You're just blocking him up.
Blocking him up, showing him what we're going to do. And the dad goes, nobody's ever come in my house and do it. I said, I don't think anybody ever will, brother.
Yeah.
Coach Bielema told us that, I think he said that you got to look at the mom's brothers to see how the boy's going to turn out. Like in terms of like how much weight they're going to put on, how big of a person they're going to.
Yeah.
Was there something that you would look at when you went to visit a house to see how the recruit was going to turn out?
Well, you got to bet on the genes, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that, Lofa Tatupu, okay, who was a great linebacker for us at USC, right? He comes with Mosi, right? Mosi was a great player, a great fullback. And me and Peter sitting there, and Mosi's in the door, and we say, where's Lofa? He goes, here. Loafer was behind him. You couldn't even see Loafer from. He looked small, you know. Great player. We bet on the jeans. Great player. First game against Auburn, that's 20 tackles. So Jason Taylor's son, Mason Taylor, who's in Florida, and I knew Jason because of great defensive lineman, studied his long arm, the best that ever been. So he's going to bring Mason over to campus. Now, Derek and I, we always do our homework on people, right? Now, Jason Taylor and Katrina, who is in excellent shape, who is a wonderful lady. When you look at those two guys, those two people, they're going to make some pretty good athletes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we go, and Mason Taylor goes to 3 plays for me. I said, offer him a scholarship. Jason goes, really? Not a school in Florida? Miami? They're still pissed about that. Florida State offered him. Mason Taylor ended up being maybe one of the best tight ends in LSU history.
Yeah.
Because of that history that I learned from Jimmy and Pete. Bet on the jeans, man.
So what about your recruiting stories when you were coming out of high school? What was that like?
It was great, man. You know, my dad was like my coach, you know. Man, back then he'd drink a little whiskey, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I had coaches come, and I'd be at the house. They had going through 1 or 2 fifths of VO. It was crazy at the table. But I remember I was going to LSU from the get-go. That was it. So the coach from Alabama called. And I was talking to him. And back then you signed an SEC scholarship and then a national scholarship. He goes, don't sign that scholarship. He said, I want to bring Bear Bryant to your house. I told my dad, he said, hey, Dad, coach from Alabama wants to bring Bear Bryant. He said, tell that man not to come over here.
Uh-huh.
We're going to LSU.
And did he try? Did he try to do what you would have done, which is like reach out to a brother, reach out to your dad, try to get a word in?
No.
Just stayed away?
No. Back then we only had one phone in the house. My dad wouldn't answer the phone. That was it.
Coach O is going to be brought to you by Mountain Dew. We'll get back to him in a second. Nothing says summer like camp. Nothing says summer like baseball. Nothing says summer like the beach. And nothing goes better with hanging outside and enjoying your company with your friends than the refreshing citrusy kick of Mountain Dew. And the new cans are beautiful. Makes me want to go spend some time on a mountaintop. Camp Barstool is going to be incredible this year, and it's powered by Mountain Dew. We're going to be slamming dews, ice-cold Mountain Dews after working up a sweat outside. Can't wait to crack open that first Mountain Dew of the day. The mountain's calling. Experience the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Grab one today. And now, here's more Coach O. So how would you describe yourself? Like if you had to recruit high school at Ogeron, what would you list as strengths, weaknesses, concerns, red flags?
Yeah. You know, I was a really good player early, both ways. We made All-State. A good player. I loved playing defense, but I was a better offensive player. So when I went, that was my strength. Like, you take defensive linemen and move them to offense, and they put me at center.
Mm-hmm.
LSU did. And you know what? That was the best thing for me. But I hate to say it, man. I left LaRose, Louisiana to Baton Rouge is 2 hours, hour and 45 minutes. I got homesick. I'd never been away from home. I went home. The best thing my father ever did to me, I thought I was going to chill out, go drink a couple beers with my buddies the next day. Hey, you home, Colin? Knock on my door, 6 o'clock. Let's go to work. What? Yeah. He put me digging ditches. So I'm digging ditches on the side of the road. Now, look, you signed with LSU. You on top of the world, right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. You quick. You in the outhouse class, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They passing. They're rolling down their window. I'm digging ditches. You big pussy. You couldn't take it. What the hell you doing? And you know what my dad said? Dig. I'll never forget that day. Dig.
Oh.
And then about 2 months later, Bobby Hebert called me. We had on the show. Who's my teammate, Solid Foods? He said, hey, man, they want you to come up here to Northwestern. Give a scholarship. I said, I'm coming. I don't know where it's at, but I'm getting out of this ditch thing.
Yeah, getting yelled at on the side of the highway.
Pussy.
I love how you came into the office and you saw Max, our producer, and first thing you said, like, you played, what did you say? You played nose tackle?
Nose tackle.
Yeah, do you just size people up like that?
Always do.
You see them and you can tell like,
Always
what position they be?
We going down the boardwalk, me and my wife.
Yeah.
That guy's an athlete. They got skinny tail. Look at that. They got stiff as a board. I bet you that girl's an athlete. She goes, how you tell that? You just learn the traits. And the traits of, we used to put the traits of a lineman, how you ought to look and all that stuff. Just the pictures that I have in my mind. Mm-hmm. Think about this. One of the best guys we ever recruited at any place was from Chicago. Yep. His name was Russell Maryland, was at Miami. Russell came in at 350. I think some small schools up here recruited him. Russell got down to 285 and was the first player picked in the draft. Mm-hmm. So I saw that transition. Cortez Kennedy. Warren Sapp came in as a tight end. We moved the defensive line. So all those stories and everything that happened, we got to put that together at LSU.
What about The Rock? Could you tell The Rock was going to be a superstar?
I never – I'm so happy that he's doing what he's doing. I love him. His nickname was Dewey. The great guy, But look, man, he's playing behind Warren Sapp, okay? So, he's not Warren Sapp's capability. But one day, Bob Cormelis, who's a good friend of mine in the past, recruited Dwayne. And Dwayne was at practice, and he had a bad day, man. It just wasn't good. And back then, I was a little vocal, I said, hey, Dwayne, you ought to be a effing wrestler like your uncle. Well, he took good advice.
I love it. So you mentioned Jimmy Johnson. You were there when Miami was coming. It was great days for him before he goes to the Cowboys. What was it about Jimmy Johnson that made him such a great coach and had everyone so dialed in there?
Everybody believed in Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy was the man.
Is that just swagger? Is that just the results and then people follow the results? What is that?
Psychologist.
Yeah.
He used it. He got into you. Everybody drank the tea. I loved him. I loved him to death. But let me tell you something. Everybody feared him too now.
Yeah.
And you knew. Hey, you stay within the lines. You cross the line, you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And the players did too. The players loved him, but they feared him. And practice was fierce, man. The University of Miami, when I tell people this nowadays, when you go places, you smell the grass? Well, I left. It's been 30-something years I've been in Miami. When I went on, they call it Green Tree Practice Field, when I smelled the grass, it's the same damn smell I smelled in 1988. And I stepped on that field in 1988 with Jimmy Johnson, Dave Wanstead, Butch Davis, Tommy Tuberville, Gary Stevens, Dave Campo, and I saw the way they coached. That was it. Nobody had to tell me again. That was my style. That was it. And that was a great, great time for me.
Yeah, that's some incredible names. What about Pete Carroll? Did players fear Pete? Because I feel like he's more of a player's coach.
Yeah. Well, Pete had everybody drinking the tea too now.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody believed in Pete. But it was kumbaya with Pete, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pete can walk in a room, everybody feel like they've known Pete for a long time. But the things people don't know, Pete's a strict disciplinarian. And he'll give people a chance and let them think for themselves, but he ain't going to take no crap. And at night, Pete was the best coach. We would get there at 6:30. We'd start the film. And we watch every film, every piece of practice, and he would critique. I remember one day, man, I love this story. And Pete and I were close now, but no favorites. Man, I remember my 5 technique got reached. It was Kenichi Udeze. And Reggie Bush just went down, busted for about 40 yards. And he looked at me. I sat in the corner right there. What's wrong, Eddie? You can't teach a reach block? What? Looked at him, man. Okay. Hey, right after we finished film, I called Kenichi. He was practicing the reach block till midnight. And then I had him in the office at 6 o'clock practicing the damn reach block. Now, here's Pete Carroll. You talk about accountability. He's going to find out who you are now. He's going to test you. The next day, we have inside run. We have the same play. Kenichi gets reached. He beats the reach block. He hits the tailback about 7 yards deep in the backfield. We go in there. He goes, hey, Eddie, I repeated that play. I wanted to see if he was going to fix it for me. Thank you. How about that?
Yeah.
That's accountability, man.
Yeah.
And we held it, everybody to that standard at LSU.
Yeah.
We had a saying, and Greg McMahon was on our staff. We attack people, We attack problems, not people.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do that in the situation, everybody signs on, and you say, hey, we got this problem here. How are we going to fix it? People can take that. But when you go attack their personality, I think they start shying away from it.
Yeah, that's really
I think
smart.
sometimes we have a problem with that. What would you do if, like, the problem was one of you guys just played golf all the time and didn't come to work that much? How would you solve that problem?
Well,
We're not attacking
the person.
which we do sometimes attack the person.
But we got to work on that.
Yeah.
Well, the first time, first of all, we had a set standard. Everybody knew what they were going to do. Now, if he's doing this on his off time, good. I mean, I'm not going to tell a grown man what he can do.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's doing that on our time, the first time I'm going to bring him in. That's all. Say, hey, man, you can't be playing golf here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
What if the off time and the on time, like, it gets blurred, where it's like he is doing it on his off time, but then he's maybe a little tired when he comes in for the for the work.
Yeah. Well, you know, if his performance is being affected,
Mm-hmm.
I would talk to him.
Yeah.
But you know what? Here's where I learned at Ole Miss, okay? Now look, when you're a defensive line coach at the University of Miami, right, and you walk in there, you better be a man now. Let me say this to you, and Warren's going to hear that, and I love him to death. Warren Sapp thought there was one person on campus that could whip his ass, and that was me. And I'm glad he thought that. Now, I probably couldn't have, but he thought that, right?
Right,
Uh-huh.
right.
You had to walk in there, and you had to be a Marine sergeant and not give them no slack, man, because those guys are different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just, you got to channel their energy in the right direction. But you can't coach everybody like that. And like at Ole Miss, I'd go and I would chew a coach's butt out in front of the players. Lost it. So now, when we went to LSU, and they know, I get in early in the morning, my notepad, grade every play, walk down. They were waiting for me right down the hall, right there. Hey, coach, come here. I'm going to play 13 here. How are we going to fix that left tackle? Hey, coach, here's the drill I'm going to do. Here's what we're going to do with him, and we're going to get it fixed. It worked out perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of blurring out stuff on the field and attacking people.
Yeah. So with Pete Carroll, I know that you used some of his stuff that he used to implement at USC. Was it Mondays, Tell the Truth Mondays?
You're darn right.
What were the other days of the week?
Tell the Truth Monday, competition Tuesday, turnover Wednesday, no repeat Thursday, focus Friday, and win on Saturday, baby.
All right. What happens is it turnover Wednesday?
Yeah.
What happens on turnover Wednesday?
Well, you know, we focus on, we have third down, which is good, but we have a turnover circuit. We focus on turnovers. You know, we compete if the offense has less than 3, they win. If the defense has more than 3, they win. Mm-hmm. And I put it up on the board. Our guys love competition. And you know, there's another thing I used to do. We used to grade the one-on-ones. You got to grade the one-on-ones, man. You got to watch the film. And I used to put the one-on-one grades up on the big screen, and everybody would see it. I didn't have to say a word.
Mm-hmm.
They would get on each other's butt. Now, look, you got Derek Stingley going against Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? You got Patrick Queen going against Clyde Edwards-Helaire. You got some stuff going on there.
Yeah.
And they competed for it.
So with Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, how did you recruit those guys, first of all, when you didn't have a great quarterback? I feel like that's the easiest way to do it, right? Like, we got a great quarterback that's going to throw you the ball. Tell me about how you got them on campus, because they're obviously some of the best players in the NFL right now.
Yes. Well, let's talk about Jamar first, okay? Jamar, I think, had committed to 4 different schools or something like that. But what happened is, and no offense to the other staff, someone on the other staff before me told Jamar in front of his mother that he has to play cornerback. No way, man. So Miss Talia was totally against LSU. So his daddy, Jimmy, who's a great guy, brings Jamar to camp. Miss Talia would come to campus, and she wouldn't say a word. And there you go, you got to recruit the mama. Mm-hmm. She was the champ.
Yep.
Okay? And Jamar we kept the best players after, and Jamar was going one-on-one against an all-pro that's in the league today. And he tore him up. And I looked at his daddy, and I said, Jimmy, Jamar Chase, he was committed to Florida at the time. Jamar Chase is coming to LSU. He ain't going anywhere over my dead effing body. Mm-hmm. And Jimmy looked at me. You got to get the mama. And one of the best things I did, and Derek recommended it, is hiring Mickey Joseph. Mickey Joseph was a great coach, a great recruiter. So Mickey did a great job of getting Mr. Leah and recruiting Jamar, and we got him. And one of the things, it was gratifying. You go to the green room and you got your guys sitting there, and Mr. Leah came up to me. She says, Coach, I got to tell you something. Everything that you told me, you did for my son. Thank you. But to answer your question, to get those guys, I told them we were going to the spread, and I told them we were going to get a great quarterback. We had to be a salesman there because we weren't doing that then.
Yeah.
It happened. Yeah.
Have you ever thought, like, how good of a cornerback he might have been if he had played cornerback?
Never.
Jamar Chase might have been pretty good. You never know.
You're probably right.
Pretty good
but
receiver.
Look, as soon as his mama didn't want to play quarterback, I didn't even say the word, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy to think about it now that it was that close for him to be a to be a college cornerback and then maybe a professional cornerback instead of being possibly the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
Look, and they wanted to play cornerback.
Yeah.
Cornerback. Yeah. Now look, Justin Jefferson, right? So his brothers had come to LSU, and then you bet on the Jeans, right? And Justin had a great camp, man, and the coaches liked him a lot. He was only 160 pounds, and I'm good friends with the coach at Destran, Coach Robichaud, and my nickname's Bebe. So I go down there, I said, Coach, kind of like Justin. He said, Bebe, he only got a scholarship off Nicholls State. He's not gonna be eligible. I said, Coach, we got a scholarship for him if he's eligible. He said, let me get working on the eligibility. And he did. He did it the right way. But Justin did not get eligible. Sam Nader did a great job of correspondence course and he got eligible in July, and we kept him a scholarship. And he came to campus. And one of the best things that happened to Justin is Jerry Sullivan was with us. And Jerry walked through every route, taught him how to run every route. Now, give it to Justin. He did the work. He's the smoothest route runner I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah. It is insane to think about, like, these guys on your team and what they're doing in the NFL right now. And they're the best. I mean, it is. It's a conversation. It's like, who's the best receiver? And two of the guys are LSU guys.
Yeah.
Right up there.
Yeah. And you look at our background, and we knew what we had to do. We knew we had to go to spread, and we knew we could get great receivers in Louisiana. But Joe was the key.
Yeah.
For us to get a great quarterback, and for us we developed Joe, and he did the work. And Joe Brady comes in. Now, Joe was very smart. I give you an example. We run in the spread. I'm on the head and says, look, man, I'm not going to call an offensive play. I never will. You know what I mean? I'll screw it up. But, hey, Joe, tell Joe he should have thrown the hot, because the nickel was coming from the field. The only time I ever coached up Joe Burrow on football on the field. Hey, Joe, come here. Why you didn't throw the hot? He says, Coach, I looked over there. As a darn freshman. He can't catch the ball. So I went to Jamar. Think about that.
Yeah.
The guy snaps the ball. He sees the center. He sees the hot. Now, you know how fast you got to think, and you got to think on your feet. The guy's the best. Look at him.
Yeah.
He is so smart, and the tangibles that he has, the leadership, and he's like a general. Look here, all-state basketball player, right? Dad's a coach. Mom's a principal of the school, right? Graduated from Ohio State in 3 years. Think about all the signs that he had to be a great quarterback.
Yeah. All right. So going into this college football season, if you were coaching a team and I was like, hey, you get any player you want, what quarterback would you want to be coaching?
Archer Manning.
Yeah? He's the real deal?
No doubt.
What makes you say that?
I had an opportunity to go to Texas and speak to the clinic, and speak at their clinic, and I watched practice. Now, we knew Archer Manning as a young kid from Louisiana. He liked Joe Brady. We watched him. But I watched his practice, and I'll say this conservatively, okay? And Garrett, we recruited Garrett. Garrett's a great player. It's kind of, they got some great quarterbacks. But Arch is as close to, or maybe as good as Joe as I've seen.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And I've never said that about anybody.
Yeah.
He's fast. He's athletic.
Yep.
He seems to be really smart.
Tough.
I guess we haven't seen him compete against the highest level. I actually like what Sark did. It might not have been the best idea for the team last year, but he definitely told Quinn Ewers, like, hey, we're bringing Archie in, but I'm going to stay loyal to you until the end. Like, I'm giving you my word.
Yep.
And then everybody else that's in that building saw that happen when the fans were all asking for Archie. I think that's going to end up being a good thing for Sark moving forward.
His credibility.
Yeah.
Your players learn to trust you. If you tell them something, do it.
Yeah. So what about defense? As a defensive guy yourself, is there a defense in college football right now that you see and you're like, they're doing it the right way?
I liked Ohio State last year.
Yeah.
I love their defense. I love what they were doing, bringing the safety down, mixing things up.
He might be the best player in college football.
Yeah, Caleb Downs.
No question. And I love the way they attacked. Their defensive line was phenomenal. What's the big white guy that had a sack fumble?
Jack Sawyer.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I love the way that boy played football.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were very, very impressive. On Saturdays now I live in Miami Beach, and I'm on that boardwalk and on the beach every day, checking out all the sights. My head is always on a swivel. The beautiful sights down there, and I love it. But on Saturday, I get up, I get a good workout in the morning, and I'm on that sofa till 10 o'clock in the morning till I fall asleep 12, 1 o'clock, and I watch football as I can. I love it.
What coach would you say right now is like, this is the guy that's, and we obviously know the Kirby and there's some certain guys that are very established, but is there a guy that you're like, this guy, what he's doing, how he's got the program going?
Well, two guys I work for, I think Atlanta's a great coach.
Yeah.
Look, I was at Ole Miss. I didn't have any success. And for him to do what he's doing at that school is phenomenal. And I love the coach of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I'm good friends with him. I've been there a couple of times. He's a great guy. The players love him. He runs a tough practice. And I'm going to tell you now, Mario Cristobal has done a tremendous job. The talent level at Miami, I've been there for 3 years, and I've been to a bunch of practice. The talent level that he's brought that program to right now is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And then Sarkisian. Sarkisian is one of the best offensive minds. He's done a great job. I don't like his play call to goal line against Ohio State. Mm-hmm. I'll say that. I'm a go-forward guy, no go sideways. But I think those guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
And the guy at Indiana. I got to give him credit.
Yeah, he was at JMU. So I went to school at JMU, and then I saw what he did at that smaller program, and he left for Indiana. He talks a lot, though. He's not afraid to speak his mind. I think if I were to imagine what's going on in his head, he knows that Indiana is a second-tier Big Ten school. To get people talking about Indiana, he has to be the one that puts his balls on the table and be willing to wear that, right?
Smart selling.
Yeah.
Smart. But you know what? He backs it up.
Yeah.
He backs it up now. I think as a coach, and y'all seen that podcast with Pete Carroll lately? It's a good one. I'll send it to you guys.
Okay.
And he talked about you got to figure out who you are, man. Write it down. Look at it. Put it on paper. And you got to make sure you're true to those values. And then go with the plan. He said when he first started, he said, I wasn't really worth the crap. I was doing this and doing that. Till finally I got fired enough to write down to figure out who in the hell am I. It's just like me. I'm going to be me, and that's it.
Right.
And I'm not getting out my lane. You know what I mean? Now, I would adjust if I have to, especially with my wife every once in a while. But other than that, Ed Orgeron's Ed Orgeron. That's it.
Yeah, because, you saw it. Obviously, you mentioned your time at Ole Miss didn't go so well. That was probably you not being you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I didn't know how to be the head coach. I knew how to be a defensive line coach. Look, at Ole Miss, my coaches were in ice tubs and IVs. The doctor called me and said, hey, it looks like a MASH unit in the hospital. He said, can you lay off of the guys? But I didn't know, as a head coach, you got to know how to lay off the pedal a little bit. You can't coach the kicker the same way you coach Warren Sapp.
Yeah.
The quarterback, you can't. You know what I mean? So you kind of break everybody. So it was really easier for me to be a head coach and lay off the pedal a little bit and let everybody do their job than being the hammer and try to do everything.
I can't imagine that you talk to the kickers that much. Or just words of encouragement?
Oh, yeah. Here's the job. Okay? Get your ass on the sideline and shut up. All right? And when you called on, get out there and make the effing kick.
Yeah.
Come back and get on the sideline and shut up again.
That's good advice. I mean, that would be the best kicker of all time, right?
That's right.
It's not one of the left. What about we've seen a lot of coaches, especially some of the older guys, that in the last couple of years, the game's changed a little bit. Recruiting's changed, the portal, all that stuff. They've kind of said, all right, that's enough for me. It's changed so much. I don't feel like I want to stick around for this next era of college football. If you're coming back, I feel like you're a great hire because you're always going to be a good recruiter. And now it feels like there's more people than ever who are saying, yes, I'd like to be recruited, even players that are out of school right now.
Sure.
You think you could adapt to that environment?
No question. Okay, you have to. I told my kids, you have to do it. Now, is there some things that I disagree with? Maybe, yeah. I think players ought to be paid. I'm all for that. You know what I'm saying? But I think the transfer portal and you being here and you getting paid and you leaving, and I think there needs to be a little bit more loyalty. But look, whoever adapts and adjusts and maneuvers through the system is going to win.
Yep.
So I want to win, so I'll adapt and adjust.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah. All right. Well, Coach, this has been awesome. I got one last question for you. It's a rowback question. RHOBACK.com. Promo code TAKE. 20% off your first purchase. Q-zips, polos, hoodies, joggers, shorts. Rowback.com. Promo code TAKE. I know you're a rowback guy as well. Tell us your number one, I can't believe I got that guy recruiting story. Like the guy that you're like, I look back and I'm like, man, I did it all. I hit all the O buttons. I did the thing.
You know, I gotta say, there's a lot of them, but Reggie Bush.
Yeah.
Reggie was going to Notre Dame or Washington or something like that, but we didn't have a good connection with him for some reason. And I was the recruiting coordinator. I wasn't recruiting that area. I wasn't recruiting the running back. But I kind of felt that we were losing ground with Reggie. So I called his dad, and I said, hey, man, and it was we were practicing for the bowl, Orange Bowl against Iowa. And I called his dad, hey, man, can I buy you a steak this weekend? Y'all doing anything? Bring your wife, bring Reggie. Come on, man. It's just going to be us, Coach Carroll, the staff. Y'all come spend the weekend with us. He said, Coach, I'm coming. They came. It was just Reggie. We had a great weekend. Then all of a sudden, we go to Iowa. We go to Orange Bowl. We play Iowa. It's a tough game, Orange Bowl. We win. Me and Coach Carroll working. We calling recruits right after the game. And Coach gets a call. He said, Ed, it's Reggie. He said, Coach, I watch y'all play. I want to be a Trojan. Wow. Just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one of the greatest players I've ever been.
Yeah. Was that always weird, though, like going from winning a big game and then being like, well, I have to get right back to work? I have to use this big game
yes.
to then go and call people?
Yes. When you win, that's when you want to do it.
Right.
Man, I remember our first year, we went to the Las Vegas Bowl, and we lost, okay, at USC. And we lost to Utah, I think, something like that. And I was coming home. We drove home. Everybody's down in the dirt. I said, Coach. Yeah, Eddie. I said, hey, let's meet in the office, man. Let's go call recruits. He was like, okay. And that's the best thing we ever did that night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got the taste out of our mouth. We called the recruits. And then you use it as a tool. Say, hey, man, you saw the game? We need you to come in and play for us right there.
You can be the fix.
Yeah. And you got it right fresh. And then you get that stuff out of your mind. You go on the road recruiting, and we end up signing a great class. So it works both ways.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. Are you still spending time with Ray Baker?
Me and Ray. Now, look, there's a time in my life, I thought about this when y'all guys. There's a time in my life I'd whoop Ray Baker's ass. You hear me?
And by the way, Ray Baker is the son.
He's the son.
You named the son Ray Baker.
He's the son.
Yeah.
But can I tell you the story about Ray Baker?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had Northwestern State University, right? And back then, practices are not the same. But back then, we going, and Bobby will tell you, we going like 30 days straight to camp, man. It's just grinding, And it's a Saturday, and we're on the turf. It's hot. And back then, we huddled, right? And Freeman Thomas was my buddy. About 5'11", 330. Had some big pads on. Big guy, man. And, baby, yeah, Ray Baker going to get us today. Man, I look in the huddle on offense, we ain't got nobody named Ray Baker on the team. He goes, look up there. Them Rays going to bake our ass today, baby. And ever since then, for my friend Freeman Thomas, I've been calling the son Ray Baker.
Ray Baker. Hey, what do you bench? Do you still bench?
You know what? I'm going to tell you all the truth. I haven't benched since LSU. I tore both rotator cuffs, and it still kills me. Now, do I work out every day? Yes. But I never wanted to get my rotator cuff fixed because I couldn't see myself in a sling for 6 months. So
yeah,
to answer that, the bench press is out. But if I could, hell yeah, 315. I'm not going to get up and buckle my pants if I can't bench 315.
Okay.
Healthy. No way.
I like that.
I ain't doing it.
I think you could, even with the torn rotator cuffs. What about you're running? You're running every day?
Every day. Every day.
You do squats anymore?
Every day, yeah. I still squat. Yeah.
What are we squatting these days?
Yeah, I don't go heavy now. I got to be honest.
Okay.
I don't go heavy.
Yeah, but still squatting. I mean,
64 years old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to go.
There's not a lot of people who are
I'm in good shape. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
Ass to grass.
What's that?
You going all the way? Ass to grass, all the way down.
Oh well, parallel. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
Parallel.
That's fine.
Parallel.
I would recruit you right now.
Yeah.
As a head coach. I would like you to coach at my school. I hope that there's somebody out there listening that says, if our defense needs a shot in the arm, let's bring in Coach O this year.
Yeah.
It'll be good. And,
Yeah.
We'll see after the season what happens, and the best thing's always going to work out. It always does.
Yeah. Well, just know that we are massive fans of you, and you've always been great to us. And like I said at the start of it, you can't. We're writing a book now, 10 years. So we've been doing like a little trip down memory lane and getting nostalgic, and like your friendship to us and being so welcoming for us to come into the LSU program to see one of the best college teams of all time up close and personal. Like that's big for us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a big part of how we got to where we were going.
And it was also just a hell of a time to
a
witness
hell of a
that.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great to be around that team.
But it was, I mean, we can't thank you enough because those are the ones when you look back, it's kind of fun doing this, this experience of writing a book where we look back and we're like, oh yeah, if that hadn't happened, if that person wasn't cool with us, it might have gone different. And you're in that list. So,
well, I thank y'all for saying that. But you know what? Immediately when I met y'all, I tell my wife, I can tell the person in the first 30 seconds. And I knew y'all were winners. And I knew y'all good guys, man. You speak from the heart.
Yeah.
You're all who you are, and look at the success you have. So congratulations to y'all. And if I can never help, I'm there.
yeah, no, you're going to have to write a chapter.
I will be there.
Okay, all right.
Okay, good.
We're gonna need a chapter.
I need somebody to help me write it.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll put it
You
together
just
like
talk out a chapter.
the binders.
We got a ghostwriter. He'll call you.
Okay.
You just
Yeah.
say a couple stories,
All right.
and then he'll write it, and that's all you got to do.
You
See, that's
got
the
it.
secret
20
of
minutes
writing
on
a
the
book.
phone.
Is you just ask all your friends to write part of the book for you.
Yeah.
And you don't have to
That's
write
right.
that.
That's it.
All right, Coach O, you're the best. Great to see you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Coach O was brought to you by YouTube. The NFL season upon us, and the only place fans can get every out-of-market game every Sunday, all in one place with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket provides NFL fans with the ultimate NFL viewing experience with features like multi-view, where you can watch up to 4 games at the exact same time, including red zone, key plays to catch up, or replay the biggest moments in each game, and Jerry O'Connell's favorite feature fantasy view to track your players' scores right alongside each game. Right now, new users can score NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 a month. Sign up today at youtube.com/pardonmytake to get started. Tell them the football guys at Pardon My Take sent you. That is youtube.com/pardonmytake to get started today. New users pay $276 or 8 non-cancelable payments of $34.50 a month. First charged at purchase. Availability varies with NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games and YouTube TV. Base plan for local and national games. Base plan required. Device and content restrictions apply. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Excludes digital-only games. Commercial use excluded. No refunds. Okay, let's wrap up the show. Pug is on his honeymoon, which means we have Kolten filling in for him. Kolten, put on the headphones. For people who don't know Kolten, he is an all-time vibes guy in our office.
Very cool guy, Arizonan.
Yeah, give us a little background, Kolten. Give us a little something.
Yeah, I am an Arizonan, as you said. I'm very, very stoked to be here. I'm gonna try and live up to the hype that Pug has built. I hope he's having fun on his honeymoon right now. But I come from a pranking background.
What?
New to podcasts, so
Wait, what?
I come from the world of Danny Jack.
Yeah. I was like, dude, were you raised on pranks?
Kind of. I did a few pranks in my day.
What was the best prank?
Oh man, my first one went super viral. I went around asking kids where the G spot was. It's tough to explain. I did a blind.
No, that's not tough to explain.
I did a blind rollerblader prank one time. That turned out pretty cool.
What was the name of your friend that Danny Conrad pranked you with?
Oh, Zane Galpin.
Yeah, Zane Galpin. You got so pissed.
Powerful man.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with Zane.
Not at all.
All right, you are a vibes guy. So yeah, you got a lot of tattoos. You wear oversized shirts. You're from Arizona. Like you're cooler than all of us.
Thank you.
That's a fact.
That's what I'm going for.
What teams you root for?
All Arizona, unfortunately.
All right.
Hate Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Do you blame Kevin Durant?
He is, yes. Him and the Spurs are the main reasons for the downfall of the Suns.
Oh, yeah, the
Yeah.
Spurs.
Yeah.
Spurs that was
Back
bad.
in the day. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. Stoked to be here. Clocks look great.
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks.
Just using the word stoked just upped the coolness of this podcast.
How many different extreme sports have you played?
Oh, man. 4?
Okay.
Like an extreme sport is like action, like I snowboarding, motocross.
Motocross. We already got a motocross guy.
I'm so jealous of that. Travis Pastrana jump. That was crazy. Yeah, probably 4.
Did you freak out when you saw the orange hat?
Yes, I asked him all about it. I shook his hand. Travis shook. Really jealous, but very, very deserving guy. I don't know if I'd have the guts to do that.
I think the best way to explain Kolten to our audience is when we played pickup here at Barstool HQ, Chicago HQ, and the first time we played pickup, he was wearing a full.
That was his first day in the office.
First day in the office, played pickup in a Randy Johnson Diamondbacks jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
in a leg sleeve.
Leg sleeve.
Shout out Randy.
Randy Johnson baseball jersey. Just shooting some hoops.
3XL.
Yeah.
Wait, are you an Arizona guy or Arizona State?
Northern Arizona actually, but ASU was not I root for them harder than U of A.
Okay. And what size shirt are you wearing right now?
Just 2X. I had to start out with something light.
Because you're not a 2X.
No, my mom says I'm a large. She says that I have a lot of potential to be handsome if I would just wear large clothing, but
You do wear large clothing.
yeah.
Extra large.
Yeah.
My go-to is a 2X tall.
All right, so are we going to see maybe like a 3 or 4X in these next 2 weeks?
Yeah, I just got a new 4X Alvin Kamara shirt I'm really hyped on, so
Love that.
I'll be breaking that out soon. Keep your eyes peeled.
I cannot wait to see that. I'm very excited. All right, let's do it. Numbers 3.
22.
Oh, my mic was.
Oh, no.
No.
I hope Kolten gets it first
Push
time.
the button
too.
memes.
Kolten, choose wisely.
Kolten, go ahead.
I'm going with 10.
All right.
Good pick. I'm gonna go with.
I'm gonna go 85.
42.
99 memes.
26.
Memes, you're a piece of shit.
I said it.
16.
Jack.
Taking 9.
17.
That was Shane.
I said it like a full second before you said it, too.
Never
Doesn't
recorded.
count. Check the mics.
That looks like 96.
Oh.
96.
Oh, sorry, man.
that's not 99?
That's 96.
Go check.
That's 96.
You want to check?
Yeah, you want to check? It's 96.
I can zoom in.
That's 96 memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 96.
96.
Don't say wait.
96. Official ruling 96.
Couldn't be more 96.
So close.
That's not so close.
Love you guys.